So you guys have found a temple carved into a rock face. You have entered it after hugging the columns for some reason.
Yeah, we did that.
Hull did that.
Oh, Hull
and then there
did
was
that.
a lot of like alliteration-based comedy regarding him hugging things. So it has a lot of similar features to the first dungeon you guys encountered when you fell through the sinkhole in Ladova many, many moons ago. I think it was like probably a week ago actually. But it's been a really long time. Jesus, okay.
7 months.
Yeah,
Time's relative.
I guess. Do you ever... I don't feel like drawing it, never mind.
To what?
I was gonna ask you if you had your...
Map?
Yeah, but
I do.
I don't want to draw on it. I'm just gonna paint word pictures.
It's okay. We can make either of the mind a thing.
What's without cooking or the rum?
Well, thank you.
Figure.
Damn, that's a good roommate. Kahlua? Holy shit! I hope you're like paying her rent.
I don't know where we got this. Is this from Yav?
This was definitely from
Okay.
Dr. Yavna.
90% of this alcohol was from Dr. Yavna or Dr. Bolden.
Dr. Yavna gave me that giant thing of Jaeger
Yeah.
with like 2 sips out of it.
Dr. Bolden got me the Jefferson's whiskey to say thank you. And
Thank you.
I think he ordered the rest of it. And the TV.
That makes me really want a white Russian.
Do we have any milk?
No, it's okay. Stop now. Thank you.
Okay, dude.
Nice. Appreciate the joke. Alright, continue. Sorry, I interrupted.
It's okay, I interrupted first. Bullard, do you recognize the figures in some of the carvings as wearing the same clothes that Almanaster does when she appears to you in your...
Whoa! What?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sorry. That's really exciting.
That is pretty cool.
What about the folks who dream alongside Almanaster?
What do you mean?
Are those not canon? When we had our 2 dreams where Almanaster actually was a played character.
Mm-hmm.
With the centaur?
Like when we had that awesome theater
Oh,
club.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Or when we did the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
It was
Well-
not a shared dream, it was just a dream with Bullard.
Here's how I'll explain this away. If Almanaster ever actually appears, like as me, meaning Bullard is dead, she will wear like all black with a black leather jacket. But Bullard does not dream of her that way. So
Okay. I'm imagining her in monk clothes.
that's how Bullard dreams of her
Okay,
too,
good.
usually.
That's what I was hoping for.
Like the airbender clothes? Just like...
Sure. She's got a staff, right?
Yes.
Cool. Remembered something. So you don't see like any effigies of her, but as far as like these friezes that document like sort of, you can take a closer look if you want, but the general idea is like the lore and the founding of this monastery. You recognize like her garb in most of the pictures that have these monk people in them, and as well as like her ponytail.
Nice. I certainly told that to them, just as a comment.
And then you blacked out and don't remember it.
Yes. Yeah. I'm waiting for like when we're in the present, and then I can gasp for air.
So as you guys entered this temple, you found evidence that people have sort of been squatting here, or people had come and investigated the ruins, maybe took some things, because a lot of the rooms that you encountered seemed much emptier than their like size would suggest. And eventually you came to a like church, like amphitheater room with an altar on it. You found a secret tunnel under it. Yeah, you missed this.
Did Hall try to body slam it or something?
Hong tried to do someone tried to convince someone else that they did like human sacrifices.
Oh, that was me. That was definitely me.
So there was a like pews and like a raised altar with a table on it. The secret path, like there were 2 doors on either side of the room that you couldn't push open, and it had no like mechanism to pull them. And when you came out of your tunnel, you were able to like push them open from the inside, just in time to see Aranova stabbed, and her corpse vanish into the other by
Gasp.
a sort of like leaf black clad figure that was wearing clothes like the ones that she was when you first encountered her. It's like spooky ninja assassin gear.
I did not know that's what she wore.
That's what she told me she wore. I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but
I thought she was in
When we first encountered her,
like essentially a potato sack. Oh, when we first encountered her, she was stripping. So
yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't wearing a potato.
Yeah, but I just thought of her as like wearing the drab woodland fairy clothes like that.
Oh. I don't know. She told me that she was wearing cool ninja
I'm sure that's what
clothes,
she
so
wore,
that's
yeah.
what she's wearing.
Oh my god, they were reversible. Like, do this, grab fair clothes, and then
Tearaway ninja
and it
clothes.
becomes ninja clothes. Yeah. She's still stripping.
So that was where we cut off. Was the 3 of you huddled behind a door that only opened from the inside, watching Era have a very strange conversation that was. Do any of you know Thieves' Camp?
No.
Okay, it was in that, but
Okay.
like, so it was like a conversation that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But she just did say goodbye to you, and like an asshole, I didn't write down those words, so sorry. And then she was stabbed and died and disappeared. So you guys have just observed this. You don't see any trace of where her assailant or her corpse have gone.
Bullard gasps and keels over and thuds against the
Bullard
ground.
also dies.
Pit,
heart.
Pit is confused. Because there's no body.
Okay.
How does someone get stabbed and die and have no body? He is bewildered.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tetsu?
Bull, are you okay? Big bro? Hey.
Presuming I'm getting like kicked.
Did it like nudged?
Oh.
Nudged with the foot?
Pit also hits.
Ow! Okay, enough. I'm awake. Is it time to go? Where are we?
In the shaft.
It's not detachable, is it?
The shaft detaches from the mountain.
Where's that tavern?
Oh, this is not a tavern.
Yeah.
I guess it could be, but I don't think so. People definitely lived here, though.
I'm gonna stand up and kind of brush myself off and rub the spots where these fools kicked me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I really don't recognize where we are. What happened to me?
I don't think anything happened to you. Did anything happen to him?
I have no idea.
Is Holg here? Just quietly?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only person who's not here is who you left with the horse.
Cart, of
and
course.
The cart, yeah.
Where's Aranova? Is she like off exploring?
Hey, big brother. Hey, big brother, that's not funny.
She might be exploring the afterlife.
Hold on.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hey, big bro. Do you remember what happened like 25 seconds ago?
Why don't you just speak out loud?
She got
You're
stabbed.
standing right. She got stabbed?
Yeah.
Where is she? We can go help her.
That is a very good question.
Don't you you can heal people?
She disappeared. I don't know where she is, and I'm quite disappointed.
I slump up against the wall. No.
Lord.
She was the only one of us with sense.
That's not true. We have you. And me, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And don't forget about Kudzu. He's got lots of... In fact, we all have lots of sense.
Hey, bro, I think we might be doomed. Please help.
Okay, I get why you didn't say that one out loud. Alright, well, oh, jeez. Well, is it time to go home, then? I mean, somebody just died. What are we still doing here?
Wait, don't we need to, like... Isn't there the thing? The big furry thing? That we try to make friends with?
Oh,
that the
we're
guys
here-
do the stab?
We're here looking for the anchor?
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to eat that.
No, we're not trying to eat it. No, it needs to stay alive.
Oh, okay.
It needs to stay alive so that we can continue eating.
That makes sense.
Well,
I speak pit.
you guys should have just,
I don't.
said earlier we were looking for the anchor. That would have made more sense than saying we're in a shaft.
But wait, this was your idea.
But both are true.
What?
You.
The last thing I remember is looking over the side of a cliff and I thought I was gonna shit my pants. That was quite traumatic.
Well, you're still here.
Anyway, well, this next room here looks pretty big. Maybe that's big enough to hold the anchor. Let's go look in there.
But wait, what if there's like a trap? And
Someone just got stabbed.
yeah.
So there's the big altar room that you guys are in.
Mhm.
The tunnel underneath the like stone table that came out and around and involved like some belly crawling. It was not a big tunnel.
Mhm.
So there's the door you guys are all like Scooby Dooing against, which leads back into that like church central room. And then there's another tunnel that goes off in the opposite direction of the door that you guys are looking through.
Also from underneath the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know this. Sorry, I've written that into the system.
It's all connected.
So we know what's out in front of us, basically.
Yes, you do. You've been there already. There is one other door that you haven't been able to open yet. You can assume that it works with the same mechanism as the one you've like just opened, and that it can't or doesn't obviously open from the outside, but it can be pushed open from the inside.
Did Era say anything about what she saw in there before she died?
She spoke gibberish.
Oh. Well, I guess we should approach carefully then if we don't know anything about this room. But it looks big.
We should check for traps, though.
Okay, go check for traps.
I'd go check for traps.
Check for
I've
traps.
Forgotten how to check for traps. I think it's in either
wait.
investigation or perception. I don't know which. Up to you.
Perception.
Perception. That is going to be a 16.
A 4 and a 1 for my portent, by the way.
Okay.
And we're checking the room we were just in, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a 16. There are no obvious traps in this room.
Hey, I don't think there are any traps
Have they
in
not
here.
been in this room yet?
You have.
Okay. I've decided that I don't remember, but
Kudzu is more just like Kudzu is slightly paranoid because he knows like sometimes traps are like designed so that it like picks out a specific person. Like the snake trap, the third one always gets bit. The first one wakes it up, the second one makes it angry, the third one gets bit. The snake trap.
Is it a thing?
It's just Tennessee trail wisdom.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What if there's only two of you? Then it's, I guess,
Then
the
you're
order.
fine. Yeah, you're absolutely.
What about the order? Like, if first one
It
wakes it
doesn't
up, second
matter.
one makes it angry, the third one doesn't run fast enough. Sorry.
Yeah, if there's no third person, you don't have to worry about snakes.
Okay.
So the traps?
There are no traps that.
I
Kudzu
said hello. There are no
observed.
traps. I don't find any traps. I think I'm pretty good at looking for traps, so I'm pretty confident that that wasn't a trap.
Pit rushes to the door.
Oh, like you thought that it was a trap specifically for
Yeah, or just like it was a very like
triggered it.
yeah, you know, like a trigger plate that was like that big instead of like this big, you know. So like somebody like haphazardly walking might set it off, but people just walking normally wouldn't. So yeah, that was Kudzu was more just like, was this some sort of like magic thing that was like single person, you know?
Yeah, no, it was
Maybe we just got lucky. Because Kudzu is lucky.
no.
I have that written on his features.
Because he's a hobbit.
Yeah.
From like Era's parting words,
Mhm.
she seems to know her, like the person who stabbed her, and like she knew what was about to happen.
Mm.
And she talked about going back to her
Yeah.
mother, which was very Skyrim.
Her.
Her mother.
Hey, you're finally awake. Nope. Anyways, yeah, no, that's the kind of thing that Kudzu would assume as a trap. Like Kudzu's version of traps isn't you break the wire and the thing comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Kudzu's version of trap is you step in the puddle and your worst fear grows out of the puddle and haunts you until you impale yourself on a tree branch.
Yeah.
That is. Anyways, so I'm going back into the room and I don't know. Did she she just like disappeared? She didn't like Thanos like dust or anything? Sorry if I just spoiled Infinity War for everyone.
A year after the fact. From what you saw, the person stabbed her,
Mhm.
like touched her,
Mhm.
and then like they sort of disappeared in a
Mm.
like a not like the dust Thanos snap,
Mhm.
but kind of like their opacity almost went down. Like they just sort of like
Faded out.
faded out.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowledge Arcana. A 13.
You know it was some kind of teleportation.
Cool.
Like they were like her corpse and this person were moved to a different place. But you don't. But it also doesn't look like one that you've seen before. Usually it's a little less dramatic. It's more like a.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out in this room and look around.
What's she looking for? You wanna
I'm
roll?
gonna watch Bullard do this.
Okay.
Because
Well, I haven't been in this room yet.
Yeah. Like, do you want to roll or
Sure.
do you just want the general rundown?
Perception. 17 and -1, so 16.
-1.
Yeah, my wisdom is
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
low. If I were proficient, that would be nice, but I'm not. So
Okay, so you.
you can repeat all the same things you've already said.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of it. 16 or 15? Okay. So it is a huge room carved out of white stone. It's not like the same white stone as the like temple, like the caverns under Ladova. It's like the stone that the rest of this like cliff face is made of. But it is light. It there are like wooden pews facing towards the altar. There's rows and rows, enough for probably like 200 or 300 people to sit comfortably. The altar is like 10 or 20 feet in the air.
Wow.
For like an amphitheater style thing. So like if someone were standing at the top talking, like the people in the pews would be able to hear them.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know if that's
it goes.
how physics works, but
Does it go down? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know if it was like some reverse amphitheater. I'm just trying to imagine it.
Well, I know amphitheaters go up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I just.
so it's kind of like that. They're just like on a raised platform.
Yeah.
Talking.
Is this the room where all of the frescoes of the monks are?
So that's in every single room.
Oh.
There's like pictures and frescoes of like lots and lots of scenes of life, but like featured very predominantly are the monks like Almonaster.
Okay. I take special note of that, and I mutter to myself, "These are just like the robes of the woman that I dream about."
Does Bullard know her name?
No.
Okay.
Do we hear him mutter?
Do you? Roll.
I'm specifically.
Unless you're like right
Focused
next to him. Okay. Then you hear him.
Okay.
Actually, to make this less
It's not a whisper. I just say it to myself.
It's a 4, so.
to make this less creepy, but also simultaneously more creepy, I am proceeding through the senses of my homeboy. But I'm having
What part of that is
invisible-
less creepy?
Well, it's like instead of just like this little halfling just following him around, and I instead have an invisible hellspawn that is following him around, and I am eyes rolled in the back of my head.
So objectively more creepy, subjectively less creepy to Bullard.
Yeah, less creepy to Bullard,
You
more
feel
creepy
like
to
a
everyone
tingling,
else.
and you feel like something's watching you. There's like all the hair on the back of your neck.
I always feel like this. It must be the robed woman.
Perhaps. So, yeah, you guys can continue investigating this. I don't know, what's it called? What's like the open part of a church called?
You can just call it a temple.
The temple. I mean, the whole thing's a temple, but this is like you would guess the room of like worship, or like the.
I used to know what this was called.
I know, me too.
I don't remember.
The chapel.
More or less.
Sorry.
Hey, have you guys been in here already? Well,
Yes.
I guess have we been in here already?
Yes.
Dude kind of snaps out. Yeah.
Okay, well, where did we go before?
We started from the door, and we went up to the altar, and then there's these doors that hard to open. Yeah.
Okay.
Pitt then would like to investigate where Aranova disappeared.
Okay.
The exact spot.
Okay.
For like anything that's odd or whatever.
Stinks. It stinks.
No.
17?
It smells slightly of sulfur, and a little burnt, like if someone like take the smell like right after you strike a match.
Knave. It's the knave. Sorry.
Got it.
And then
What
the
did you call me?
And then the transepts.
Okay. The she dropped one of her. Oh, she had knives. She dropped one of her knives as she passed. So you can pick it up if you want to. There are signs of a struggle. As far as like disturbed stone underfoot. But there don't seem to be any outstanding clues.
I'm gonna wander over to the table just because they said that they were at the altar, where I would presume I then can notice the trap door or whatever.
So there's a trap door underneath that's open.
Okay.
And one thing you do notice about the table is that unlike the rest of this room, it's like fairly unadorned. Like everything else in the room is just like these like fluted columns, like with like really animated living sculptures on it. This is just a stone table. The legs have some decoration, but not very much.
I think to myself it must be decorated for occasions. Hey, this trap door is open. Did you guys go in there?
Yeah, that's where we came from.
No, we just came from that tunnel.
Yeah, that's where the tunnel leads to.
Oh.
That's the shaft.
Oh.
That would be called the sacristy.
So I guess we've
It's
seen
more like the
everything then.
crypts.
I guess we've seen everything then.
You haven't. There is.
I know that.
Okay.
But these fuckers are being too fuckery to give Bullard any
Well,
help.
I mean, like I don't know. Like Bullard, you were in. I guess maybe it's fair that you didn't turn around, but like when you were the place where you passed out, there was like another pathway behind you.
No one looked behind.
Okay.
I'm
That
just
door's
saying.
still open, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd like to roll and remember, like to try and remember if I remember there's a path there, because I feel like Pitt would not just like.
I mean, you can roll. I don't know if you would necessarily. It feels like more a role playing decision.
Yeah, yeah. I
2
just
weeks hasn't actually passed.
no. I just don't know if he would like. Oh yeah, there's definitely a path that way because he's so fixated on what he's doing now.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a kind of a Dory situation. There's a path. There's another path we haven't explored yet. I think it's where
Like
we
down
just
this trap door? Like it forks down in the trap door?
go. Yeah, you could go down the trap door, or we could go back the way we came from the door that we just came out of. You can still get there either way if you don't want to drop down the shaft.
Yeah.
Can I see that there's another path from here, or do I need to go get in from there?
You'd have to.
How dark is it in here?
There's a natural light in the sort of nave, but the tunnels are completely dark. You'd need dark vision or a torch.
Which
There's
halflings
like
don't have,
holes near the roof or whatever, or something like that.
right?
Yeah, we don't have it.
Some sun.
And you're a human.
What? Yeah. But I have candles. We have supplies to see.
Right. We do.
Okay.
Someone else had torches, but I definitely had candles.
I'll got a torch.
There we go.
Holds torches with us.
Oh yeah, I remember lighting torches and tossing them down the. God, that was I did not fully grasp what was
Okay,
going
you wanna
on
crack
in
a
that
beer?
situation.
Sure.
Um,
We also have this mead as well, so whatever.
should that be cold? That's summer.
Room temperature, cold or warm, it doesn't matter.
I go cold.
Cold. Okay. Yeah.
Let me
You
try it
can
like
you can
this.
put it on ice. They say to chill it, but I say that they're dumb.
Well, you chill meat in the summer, and then you
Yeah.
heat it in the winter, right?
Yeah. And you can even throw
And
some.
you eat it at room temperature in spring and fall?
Sure, that would make sense.
I prefer it warm in the fall. I don't always prefer it warm in the spring because when it rains,
No, it's
like
good
really
warm.
heavily in the spring, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be wet on the outside and warm on the inside. I'd rather just be all one or all the other.
That's actually quite delicious.
You want me wet on the inside?
You've never been wet on the inside, CG?
I've forgotten how to speak English.
Thank you.
You said wet on the outside and warm on the inside.
And then he said, I'd rather be one or the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
How, like, aren't you already wet on the inside?
I meant to say cold, but instead said wet because I was thinking cold and wet. But yeah,
Anyway,
kudzu is wet on the inside.
um,
Ah shit! I forgot my name tag.
Okay.
all right, well, Pitt, why don't you lead us over to the other tunnel you told us about?
Yeah, all right.
Cups.
That first cabinet next to my food.
Wait, put the margarita beer in the fridge.
I just took it out too because
Oh.
I figured that by the time we finish, or
Yeah.
at least when I finish, I'll be
Right on.
ready.
Cool.
Ooh.
It's in the exact same spot you put it in.
Oh yeah.
Gulf Coast Bank interest.
I have that too.
Oh. Fun. Makes that. We have ice. Do you have ice?
It's actually really good at the temperature it's in.
Here.
The mead?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm quite enjoying it.
I pranced to the hallway or the doorway.
Jingle,
Prance.
jingle, 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 jingle.
You just fucking go. I'm sorry.
Wait, do you have spurs? That
He's
jingles
got
out
armor.
jingle?
I could.
As you go riding merrily along?
Those
he-
things are good.
he
And I'm
is-
sure that the crunch
He's glad
in
he's
our
single.
mouth
That's for sure.
will be great for the audio
That song
quality.
ain't too very far from wrong.
No.
That's what I noticed on the last recording. Was every now and again I was like, like, oh yes, beaver nuggets.
Oh my god, there were beaver nuggets?
Yeah, dude.
There were beaver nuggets when I missed it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm gonna get my own when I next
Yo, that Buc-ee's is fucking whack,
In Florida?
dog. Well, it's in Alabama, but it's
Wow.
whack.
It's in Florida.
It is essentially. It's so crazy. Like, I cannot believe how unreasonably crowded it was. Like, I almost got run over in the parking lot a gajillion times when I got inside, and because I was trying not to run into people, other people ran into me because they were probably also trying not to run into people. It was. Like, I swear, if I took everybody I ever saw in a Buc-ee's and put them in one Buc-ee's, it would almost be as crowded as it was at the one in Florida I went to.
When did you go?
It was like a Monday or a Tuesday or something.
It's insane.
I plan on going, if not by November, when I go.
I'm gonna go next
to-
weekend. I'll get some nuggets.
Well, so my thing is that
Damn, that is actually
I would want to just have a regular experience like at Buc-ee's in Texas. But if you don't get that option as often as I do, yeah, take it in Alabama. But please bring beaver nuggets back. I've heard that they even do sea salt beaver nuggets to make them like sweet and salty. Yum.
I don't know what this is, but it's
Wow.
sounding more amazing.
It's basically corn cereal, but better.
Yeah.
So like pops.
It's really good.
Oh, I was about to say like cornflakes.
No.
It's really good with milk though, like eating it like cereal.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get
I
down to
can see
business.
that. Yeah.
Pitt Francis, I follow along. hopefully with a candle from somebody or from.
Kudzu, I think Kudzu still had his torch. Maybe.
Let's do the torch.
Because I cleaned up the torches that fell down and probably tried to extinguish them. Fell down them. I put them
You
down
threw
there.
them.
Yeah, I threw them. I did not grasp exactly what was going on in that situation, so I was like, oh, it'll be like that thing where you light the flare and then drop it down the hole to see how far down it goes, and then you're like, the torch lands next to Hulk, and I'm like, oh, I've immediately fucked up. Somebody was already in the hole.
Like, you didn't set him on fire.
That was good. So I guess I probably have another torch. I'll make Bullard a torch.
Okay.
Here you go, big bull.
Thanks. I grab it.
Is that what I called you? I forgot. Is that one of the...
Sure.
No.
You can make that up. We did not discuss that.
Wait, I thought there was a... No, the character was
You don't
named
care about
Big Bull.
coasters?
Mm-mm.
There was another
That's probably
character whose
last
name was
time,
Bull
Maybe.
I mean, better safe than sorry.
in
Right.
this campaign.
There was a bull who owned a china shop.
Was he called
Oh,
Big Bull?
that's right.
I think it was Bull.
Okay, then in that case, Big Bull is your nickname.
I put too much in my mouth at once.
The mead?
Mm-hmm. Did you try it?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to?
It's good.
I'm a little... After that face, I'm a little cautious.
No, it's really good. It's like when you drink a whole mouthful of
Oh,
white wine.
yeah.
Is it not pairing well with our
No.
cheese puffs?
Between the coffee,
Oh,
the
yeah, I was
Kahlua,
about to
and the
say,
cheese
yeah.
puffs, it's a little much.
I don't think it would do well with bitter flavors, but like...
It was good at first,
Yeah.
and then like the
once it got to the
mixing
back of your
is
tongue,
like,
yeah.
ugh.
Oh.
Alright.
Into the doorway with the candle that
into
I've
the
just
doorway.
lit.
Once more into the breach.
So, first off, I looked it up. You can find traps with perception or investigation.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
But
Thanks.
your characters should describe how they're looking when they're searching for traps, because that just like helps you know whether or not they actually find it. But it can also help you determine whether or not it's investigation or perception. But secondly, I'm going to try to take in my surroundings as we go down the tunnel. So I'm going to perceive with an 11.
Are you like visibly looking around?
Yeah,
or-
absolutely. I've got the torch high, and I'm looking up, I'm looking down, I'm looking low. I'm essentially making my head go in circles.
Pitt is concerned, so he will also perceive.
Like doing the Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah. So my question before I do anything with Katsu is like, how close... So we're walking into the new passage, right?
Yes.
How close in are the walls to us?
So
I also rolled a 12.
this will go with
Mine's
the
11 though.
Mine too.
this will
Sorry.
go with their perception check. And you're welcome to roll one if you want to as well. But as opposed to the other tunnel that we were in, which was Bullard doesn't remember, but theoretically everybody else does. It was very rough hewn, and originally like you could only crawl and you could stoop, and then like eventually one person could walk, but not 2 by 2.
Yeah.
This tunnel seems much more intentional, like you're actually supposed to go down it.
Okay.
It widens, the walls are much smoother, it's still handmade, and it's still relatively, I mean, it's still not adorned at all. It's a
Service
nothing
tunnel.
like, yeah, it's the back mall entrance.
So...
But
Wait, did I say that the last time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Were you talking about Stranger Things?
No. Just like a... It's like a employee is like the hallway that goes behind all of the
Like Stranger
the
Things.
stores. Oh,
It's
yeah.
in season 3.
Sorry,
but yeah, it's
I haven't
okay.
had internet, so I haven't been able to watch it yet, and I think we're gonna binge that tomorrow or
Do it.
Wednesday.
It premiered a month and a day ago.
Yes, we.
I still haven't watched
Yeah.
season 2.
So I have a couple of questions. Number one, so Kudzu is pretty good with just general terrain, and I have some more, like character reasons why, other than his spirit was lost in a forest for a really long time.
His spirit, but not his body?
No, his body was dead. He died of blood loss after his arm got ripped off by a forest
I can do
creature.
go reread his entire backstory.
It's imagine it plus the Lost Woods from plus the crocodile from Peter Pan.
What? I don't.
I know the second.
The crocodile that eats Hook's hand, except it was Kudzu's entire arm.
Got it.
So that's how he died, but he got swept away by a river because he was playing with a boat or something.
very
And then he got
Georgian.
swept into the Lost Woods. But the tree isn't the thing that killed him, which means that the tree can't digest his spirit, so the tree brought him back.
You should know better than play with boats.
Yeah, I know.
Stupid.
So Crowder, not Kudzu, but Crowder, a long time ago. This doesn't count because I'm not selling it in game. Was like hoarding books from around town because Crowder and Bullard were not allowed out a lot, and Crowder, being the younger brother, was actually secretly planning their escape and thought that so he read shit tons of whatever this world's equivalent of Boy Scouts is, manuals and stuff, and most of his knowledge came from just hoarding a shit ton of encyclopedic knowledge when he was a kid, and that for his mind was actually not that far ago. So my questions are thus, specifically because my background technically I was a wanderer, even though I'm not.
I got it.
The stone here, is that are we talking the stone here is naturally the color that it is, or this was something that was imported?
Naturally.
Naturally.
It's
okay. Not like a Stonehenge thing where it came in and they.
No, it's carved into the cliff.
Okay, so the stone here is naturally white.
Yeah.
Not making any science inferences.
Yeah, it's about to be
no, there's absolutely no. I know nothing about stone color.
It's just for aesthetics.
Yeah, no,
it looks cool.
I love it. I'm a fan. That's why I'm asking questions. The other thing is that Kudzu, when he's going into it, he's gonna be a lot more systematic. In that he's going to, I don't want to say he's gonna Sherlock Holmes the hallway, but when Kudzu approaches things, he has a system. He's not a very feel it out kind of guy. He's more of just when walking into a tunnel, you should first do this, and then do this, and then do this. Which I think would probably fall a little bit more under investigation than it would actually perception.
Yeah, I'll take investigation.
So that is specifically what I'm doing to this hallway, is just I'm going through my list of what is unique about this hallway and how can I use it to my advantage later. That is a 17.
So, what do you mean by what is unique about this hallway?
It's more so going through it, it's, I wouldn't say it's necessarily what is obvious about this hallway's use? Are there signs that I'm headed into danger?
Okay.
Are there signs that people have been there recently? Is there any clue that I can get about what this was used for? Just laundry list of just I'm not I don't have superpowers or anything, but
well, yeah, it was just more of what would be useful information and what would be.
I'm gonna say that Kudzu in a different world might have been on the spectrum, so he's more of a very insular, just make laundry list in head while walking to cope.
Okay. So Kudzu notices that there's a slight incline. So you do feel that you're walking to a higher elevation than that which you were at. I think the observation that this is the back fantasy mall hallway is the most accurate. You can, I don't know how much Kudzu would assume from his relatively sheltered life, but given the adornment and the attention to detail and the fact that every single surface in the rest of this temple told a story,
and this thing
that's for that was for the public facing, it held a certain a civic purpose, a religious purpose, there was a reason, the reasons that you would cover a gathering place with images, all of those are there, whereas this is really to just get from point A to point B, and it's not this passageway isn't the way that you would go if you were coming in as a as a commoner coming to worship or something, you would.
This is more like.
This is like where the priests came here. Like there's like nooks every couple of feet that you can imagine, like candles or torches were put in. This just seems to be like a convenient access way.
I would like to investigate the nooks. Just like cursory glance as I'm walking by, like can I gather whether or not candles have been used here within the past 2 weeks?
Okay.
Past that, kudzu.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
2 months, yes. It looks like some of the people who were not grave robbing, but like looking for treasure or like excavating these ruins had come and like brought light here. But there's you wouldn't like there's nobody in there ahead of you or anything.
Yeah. Kudzu probably wouldn't notice like them 2 months back. It's just like, people haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking good questions. The about 20 feet ahead of you guys, the passageway crooks to the left, and you can't see down it anymore.
Oof. I immediately look at the floor.
You look at the floor.
Is the floor like, so it hooks to the left and then it's just like super dark? Or just like it becomes twisty?
You guys are carrying the light source. So it...
Oh, so what you're saying is like it hooks and we can't like see around it with like we would have to actually go around it.
I mean, like you're in a tunnel that's like 3 men wide. It's just like you.
Bullard is clueless to that being dangerous, so he continues onwards.
Okay. You have a light, right?
I am pretty dexterous. Can I try like can I roll something to like try to notice that he's like not stopping as his corner approaches?
I think that's just perception.
Just perception.
Question mark.
Okay. Please make this DC low. 5.
That's a roll to notice that he's not stopping?
Yeah.
How fast are you going?
The same speed they are.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, upon seeing that it kind of stops, Kudzu would have like slowed down.
Okay, you notice. I'm gonna give you like a 6 or 7 second delay though, so
Okay.
Bullard...
I'm quite dexterous, but I'm probably slow on the uptake.
Yeah, I would... I think you're...
Yeah.
The line of reasoning, which is like, that's sketchy. I'm gonna stop. Nobody else is stopping. Okay, people should stop. Like, that takes you a second to get through, to the point that Bullard is like very close to the corner by the time that you attempt to make your dexterous move.
Okay. But my dexterous move is literally, Bullard, stop, take a step backwards.
Is Bullard leading the party? Sorry.
Yes, Bullard is leading unless you...
You pranced forward. Right?
I did. That's why I just wanted to make me sure who was leading the party.
He's in the front?
I don't know who's in the front. I just know Bullard is
I need to talk
particularly-
to whoever's in the front.
Okay.
Well, did you stop when you saw the corner?
Well, no. I mean, I'd be walking if we just keep walking.
Well, because I was thinking that we weren't like in a straight line. We were just in like a triangle.
Uh-huh. That's kind of what I was envisioning too.
Yeah, same.
Like, there's room enough that you guys
the
can each
furthest-
move at your own pace. You don't have to be, like, marching in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Are we at a stooping point, too? Are we, like,
No, you
crouched?
guys can stand.
We can just say that I was the one who continued on furthest just because you already communicated with me.
That's fine.
I'll stop and turn around and be like, I already told you that you can just talk to me.
What?
Grandpa, I think we need to be quiet now. I read about this in a history book.
Whatever you
Why did
say.
you read a history book?
Whatever you say, grandson from the future.
I can't talk to two people at once.
It says this out loud, by
God,
the way.
this is... No, actually out loud, Kudzu like mumbles to himself, like, I can't talk to two people at once. Oh god, which one of you is like more physically imposing? It's definitely
definitely not Bullard. No offense.
Hey, Big Bull. Can you let Payne go in front of you?
This is weirdly sensual. I don't know how I feel about all this whispering.
Can I like make it like? Should I make it creepier?
No, don't you dare.
Well, I've already stopped because you turned
Yeah.
around. I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
I don't know what's going on, my
Go
grandson.
ahead, Pitt. I'll follow you.
All right.
Hey, Grandpa. I know this move that you do. It's really cool when you do it.
and then you hold down A, and you tap the left stick gently.
Yeah. And you'll sidle along the wall, and then you use the torch to fan it in front of the... You can't see the motions. Use the torch and hold it around the corner. Because if there are traps or ambushes around the corner, they'll see the light, but you won't be in danger.
That makes sense. Grandson from the future.
That's because you came up with it. You're super smart, Grandpa.
Pit scales the wall.
You scale the wall?
You know, just like, stealthily, like scale, like
It's called sidling.
silently.
Scaling would be like if you climbed up it, I
Yeah,
think.
well, I don't think I could climb it.
That's what I was confused.
Like Wind Waker levels of...
Oh, okay, that took me a fucking
Yeah.
year to figure out.
So he does that, and then he believes he's being very brave, but he takes the torch and then pokes it out slowly, as slow as possible around the corner,
Dun,
and
dun.
he whispers, "Avanti."
What are we doing?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I think I got him.
Good job, Grandpa. Never mind, Paul. I was just worried that we couldn't see around the corner.
Oh, yeah, I guess that could be an issue. You should have just said that.
I didn't want to say it out loud. Because then if there was
Bullard starts walking.
Okay.
If there was
Pit walks now that he sees Bullard, because Bullard boosts his confidence.
Kudzu's just...
Yeah. Kudzu's doing like the Wind Waker, like... You know when he like commands the person? Kudzu's like, I didn't want them to know that maybe we knew they were coming. It's a smart decision.
I turn the corner.
Kudzu is more intelligent than he lets on. But probably not as intelligent as Bullard.
My situational awareness isn't that high.
Neither is mine.
Mine is slightly above average.
I continue onwards down the left.
Kudzu kind of
Bullard.
scurries along to catch up.
So I guess Bullard, if you're first, you round the corner and you see basically another corner right in front of you.
To the left or the right?
To the left again.
Oh, so we're like U-turning.
Yes.
Mm.
But,
Are we still going up?
I don't know. Yes. So the degree at which you're like rising. I don't know why words are so hard. Like cohesive sentences are hard
Yeah.
to make today. Like the elevation is rising here, so it would be like a ramp.
Okay.
Like you're.
Like the Superdome.
Like a pretty
Yeah.
steep grade.
Yeah.
Cool. Kudzu interprets this as a very pointlessly long spiral staircase.
Is there another?
It's like a spiral ramp, but yeah.
Is there another corner?
Yeah, it's we hit a second one. We went up to the corner to the left, and then there's immediately a second corner that goes back.
So it's a spiral staircase, but it's a spiral ramp.
But there's still more corners.
Yeah.
Pit is immediately afraid
Okay.
of each corner now.
Are you scared of corners?
No, the first
Well, he
corner
is
scared
now,
me.
yeah.
So now all these corners scare me.
It goes to the right. I'm sorry.
What?
The-
It goes to...
It goes to the right.
Wait.
The spiral
Oh.
goes to the right.
Oh, okay, so
So
we
your
were...
right shoulder is on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So when we went around the corner, we went this way.
Okay, and now we're going that way again.
Yeah. So if you're holding a torch, it's now really awkward.
Mm.
If you, 'cause presuming you're right.
Wait, so the first turn was to the right, not to the left?
Yeah. All of that is backwards. I don't know my right.
Got it.
I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Pit's left-handed, so.
Okay. The
It's still
point,
awkward.
The point being, if you were like holding, like the medieval staircase thing, if you're holding a weapon in your right hand and you're trying to go up the stairs, it is
Right.
now very difficult to wield that weapon in your dominant hand.
Yeah.
Or a torch.
There's a name for that. Forget what it's called though. They have them at Sewanee because it was a military academy, and the up and down spiral staircases have names. But if you're at a military
can
academy,
Google
you
it
do it
at break.
backwards because
Guns.
normally you would no you would want the railing on your right hand. But if you're, I think they wear the swords on their right, where their right hand is, which doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
the
there's not a lot of sword dueling happening in
the sword knocks against
the
the railing,
okay.
so you actually at military academies you do spiral staircases backwards from everybody else because they're so thin that there's one dedicated for people going down and one dedicated for people going up.
Also
Okay.
for drawing.
Okay.
just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Torches, awkward if you are
Yes.
right-handed. Moving on.
Well, Bullard just switches it to his left hand.
Okay.
Because it's not like he's fighting with his torch, he's just holding it.
It's just a flavor text.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just like,
Kudzu
Can I
holds
get you
the
torch?
torch in his right hand because if anything comes, it's gonna be fire to the face.
Okay.
that's not what Bullard thinks.
Okay. So you go up this stair. Okay.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm about this.
Okay. So it's not an uncomfortable incline, but you start to feel the burn after a couple evolutions, and after
It's a stair climber.
yeah, but it's a ramp, so it's like extra
Oh yeah.
Extra.
fun.
Extra on the calves.
Yeah. You can there's some light tingling going on.
It's like the Superdome.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in this ramp, there's like the same little nooks for light. And after like 5 or 10 minutes, you come out into another hallway, going like the same way that you came from downstairs.
Like returning back to above the temple.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
I actually, Bullard has no clue. We've turned so many times now that I don't have a clue.
Everybody's a little bit dizzy.
Yeah.
It was a very tight rotation.
Ooh. Let me
Kudzu's pretty
let
interesting.
me rest these legs just for a second. You know, like
Okay.
squat up against the wall, shake my legs out.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah, of course.
Do you need it?
I don't, but I need to get in the practice of asking for it because I get all of my spell slots back. I just found this out.
As a warlock.
I also only have 2 spell slots.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
okay,
That's
that
why.
would
you
be
need-
why.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about warlocks is you're always the one who's like trying to rest. Like, let's take a rest. I want my 5 spells back.
Okay, yeah, you rest. Do you just straight nap, or do you guys take
No. Just like a
take 5?
just like a squat, pop squat.
Technically, you're supposed to take an hour. But
You take hour.
I don't actually need
You
a
take
short
6
rest,
tens.
but,
I cast Tensor's floating disc as a ritual just for fun.
Okay.
I
Do you keep trying? Do you throw things on it?
Yeah. This is like our parlor game.
I keep watch because I'm afraid of the corner.
I'm sorry, we made you scared of the corner.
You're doing great, Grandpa. I believe in you.
I still believe the corner's gonna get me.
You told me not to tell you.
Okay, so after your rest,
Yep. Pop
Um,
back up.
you the only option is to either there's 2 options. One is to go back down the spiral staircase. The other is to move forward. And at the end of this hallway, who has dark vision?
No.
None of us.
None
Wait,
of you?
doesn't Hulk have dark vision?
Dark
but-
vision?
Yeah, Hulk is the
Yeah,
only
Hulk has
one
dark
in our
vision.
party.
You can see a door at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Hey, brother. I think there's a door back there.
It's not a nice whole impression.
It's excellent.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bullard, just before that happens, looks down the ramp. Man, I really wish I could just roll down that. That would be really easy.
I could roll you down it.
I'm not in the shape of a ball. Thank you very much. I don't think I would
Put
like
you
that.
down on your side and you'd be like
Hey,
a
we can
log.
totally go sledding though.
There's no ice.
Pitt goes to the door because he's now remembered there's a corner behind him and he doesn't want to go to the door.
There's a lot of corners behind you.
Yeah, it's just,
There's at least 12.
It's ones that he can't see around, you know?
Later in
Are there
life.
corners you can see around?
The ones at the end of the room.
Huh?
Corner. in-
Like an outdoor corner. You know, like you can go around. Like
Oh.
if this is the corner, you can go like.
That, or like if you're in a room, there's a corner right there. I can see it. I feel
Yeah. So
comfortable with that.
You like the inward corner, not the outward corner.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! I've brought corners back into D
I
and D.
know.
Yes, that's what I've been thinking this entire time.
I'm sorry. Well, it was my fault technically. All right, you
Um,
go to the door. You open
yes.
the door. So you find like a long open room. It's very much like the entrance to this entire temple. So it just has like chunks of like 9 columns. So there's like a 3x3 square of columns.
Going in our same direction, or are we intersecting it?
So it's a square of columns.
Oh.
So if it's like a long hallway like this, and it's if you are perceptive, you'll notice that it follows the same rough dimensions and like direction of the hallway and the like church temple area below you. So this is like the next
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so there's like 9 columns at the very end, 9 columns at the other very end, and like 9 columns in the middle.
I don't have notes.
But have we intersected the room this way, or have we intersected the room this way?
Hot dog style.
Okay, so it's going the direction. We haven't come out of a side.
We're not like
come out of the
T-bone.
main.
No,
the
you're not.
hallway.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not. You've however many revolutions you took, you've come out the.
Is the room well lit?
Yes.
By us?
No.
Sunlight?
Yes. So it has the ceiling isn't as high, but
Is there an opening on the left side?
so the opening that faces outward, like toward the front of the temple.
The cliff.
Yeah. So the altar space was lit by there's like a lot of natural windows worked into the decoration on the outside of this, so that like when the sun is out, there's enough natural light that comes in. You can see the same thing happens here. A little bit less because there's not as much like vertical space for it to come through, but enough that you can see. And there's also mirrors on all of the walls, so that light, whatever light comes through, is
Are those the same
refracted back
magic
and
kind of mirrors we can't see ourselves in?
maybe.
I investigate the mirrors.
You cannot see yourself in the mirror. You can't see the columns either.
Okay, well, it's a 14.
I mean, you would have to roll a 2 to realize that you can't see yourself in a mirror.
Yeah.
I guess you'd think the room just went on forever.
These are magic mirrors again. Kind of like in that space underneath Ladova. I guess that was a temple. That didn't really feel much like a temple. This one does.
Wasn't that place like really beat up?
Um,
The place in Ladova, wasn't that like really messed up?
yeah.
It was. You also discovered it because you fell through the ceiling in an earthquake. So it wasn't like someone had gone in and destroyed it. It was that like Ladova specifically was experiencing a lot of natural disasters.
Yes.
And so like between time and disruption, like that temple was messed up. This one is much more for the moment well preserved. Despite the fact that it's like actually been traveled a lot more than the one in Ladova because
It's accessible.
people
That was
have
a
done-
really
it
nice-
is, yeah, it's accessible.
That was a really nice DM slip in right there, by the way.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
I don't know exactly what I did, but
Oh, it's the this one is much more pristine for the moment.
yeah.
Oh,
Like kind
yeah.
of just like just got like a little just like hey.
Do you feel the apprehension?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know if you saw
Oh,
my
yeah.
eyes when
I
you
did.
said that.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Can I see around these columns? How big are they?
Around as in you're like worried about corners, or around as
Just
in
in general, how big are they? Like around? Are they human size, or
they're
are they?
human sized, a little bit bigger. So like a diameter of.
So I could lean this way and that way.
Is there any way for me to ascertain why the columns don't show up in the mirror? You go on to say no.
I'm trying to think of.
Because what I remember about the mirrors in the Ladova temple, they reflected the inanimate objects, but not the animate ones. So we were not reflected, but all of the gajillion clay soldiers were. And we were able to see like the right clay soldier to find who was holding balls like in the mirror. So the difference now is that both animate and inanimate objects are not reflected in the magic mirrors. And I'm trying to figure out if that is like something I should pay attention to or something not. So is there a way for me to ascertain
the floor,
that?
though, right?
So you can see the floor, and you can see, like a dance studio almost, like you know how it's just like the entire 3 walls are mirror. You can see everything in it. So you can see like the other walls, like when you look at a mirror through a mirror and it's just like mirrors and mirrors and mirrors. There's like a few like a table in here or two. Like there's furniture and that's reflected. It's just not the columns. You don't see any obvious exits reflected in the mirrors on the walls.
Is there an obvious exit in this room, not reflected in the mirrors?
Roll. I mean, since you're rolling for it, no. But
Is that investigate or perception?
whatever you find fitting.
I feel like I'm looking and like studying these mirrors. I'm not just like taking the world around me. So I'm gonna call investigation, and that was an 11.
You do not see an exit
Okay.
Are you like clearly looking around for something, like snooping?
other than one you came in. Like that door is ajar, but
Would Kazu have noticed these mirrors? Are they prominent enough that?
I mean, there aren't walls. The walls aren't mirrors.
So they're all.
Yeah. So I mean, like it depends because the entire room, the columns aren't reflected. So you might just think that it goes on forever. Like you might just totally have a brain fart and walk into one.
Kazu's gonna try something.
Okay.
Kazu's going to reach into his backpack and take his mask out.
Okay.
And then he's going to
Are you not wearing it?
No, I haven't been wearing it. I'm going to set it down on the ground, and then I'm going to walk away from it.
Okay.
And I'm going to look to see if it shows up.
Okay. Does anybody else watch you do this?
I'm
That's up
distracted.
to yeah.
I'm watching whatever Bullard's doing because Bullard's clearly enamored. So and Kazu was behind us.
Okay. So. I didn't think of this. I don't know why I didn't think of this as a possible. When you initially set it down, it doesn't like appear out of nowhere. It's not like it like suddenly is floating. But once you haven't been touching it for a while, it sort of slowly materializes.
Okay, kind of like a fade in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the same way that like Era and her assaulter disappeared, but like as if like a veil were slowly assailant. Thank you.
Interesting. Kudzu then retrieves the mask and pulls out a dagger.
Okay.
And he is going to see which finger does he not like the most? Probably the third finger. He's gonna take. No, he's not gonna do that yet. He's going to poke.
Don't do that. Don't do the DM thing to me.
Yeah, he's gonna poke his probably right about like side right here. Just like poke it with the dagger until it gets like a decent bit of, like enough blood, and then he's gonna like take it and like wipe it on the mirror.
Okay.
And see if it like.
Gross.
And because he's gonna see if it shows up.
It's not reflected, but it shows up when you put it on the mirror.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't it's not one of those things where like if you accidentally like spray toothpaste all over your mirror, you get to see it twice.
You see like it's not that.
It's not that. Okay. And then so he's just gonna patiently wait to see if it like appears.
Okay. It doesn't.
It doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting. Hey, hey, Bull.
What?
I have an idea, but it's gonna require some not fun stuff.
What?
So I've been wearing my mask for a while, and I was wondering if like in approximately 20 seconds you could like put it back on me. Maybe not 20 seconds, maybe more like a minute. Yeah, give me a minute. How long did it take the mask to appear?
Like 45 seconds after it last touched you. 45 seconds.
45
a minute.
seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it like wasn't touching you anymore.
Oh, that's a lot of pain.
Time the fuck out. What are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking that I No, Kudzu wouldn't be down for that.
Okay, what?
If it was within like 15 seconds.
What was the plan there?
Steven, do you know what happens? Okay.
If you don't have a mask on?
Yeah, Steven doesn't know what happens if I don't have a mask on.
But you haven't been wearing a mask.
I haven't been wearing a mask. But you know how if a certain thing happens multiple times, like something comes off? He was gonna see
You don't need that.
Yeah. He was gonna
That's
see
not
if that
necessary.
Yeah. But like if it's like 45 seconds, Kudzu is like totally not down for that. Instead, Kudzu's gonna see if he can carve part of one of the pillars off.
Okay.
And make it appear.
Okay.
He's got a hand axe.
Wait, what is the pillar made of?
Stone.
I'm gonna guess it's like white stone.
It's white.
It's white?
With a hand axe?
Okay, look, right? He doesn't need the hand axe to survive.
Hey, there's something kind of weird about these columns.
Yeah.
They should show up in the mirrors, but they're not. So I think that whatever exit that we're trying to find out of this space is probably hidden in one of the columns. Kind of like when we were down in Ladova, where you couldn't find the keys unless we looked in the mirror. It's probably something like this, except the opposite.
By the way, hearing that entire thing explained out loud now actually makes sense. I 100% did not know what was going on back when we were actually in Ladova.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mystery as well. Even though, like, I was sitting there, I was like, at first I'm like, I don't know what's going on with all these columns.
It now
and statues and
100% makes sense to
Okay.
me. I thought we were literally carrying around a mirror and we were using it to, like, take selfies with the...
That's what Iz was doing for some fucking reason, but
Oh, yeah.
which was I
Okay.
think like part of the problem was I kept having to explain her things
Yeah.
that like had nothing to do with the puzzle, and I
Oh,
should have
okay.
just said like no, it's not the answer.
Yeah.
No, like all the walls are mirrors.
Okay. Question. Is the light from our torches, like, is it cast upon the ground?
Yeah.
So there's literally just, like, glowing orbs moving
Oh,
around?
in the mirror?
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
No. I don't think the physics of that works out, but I'm gonna just go with no for.
So we can't see the torches or lights and things like that in there.
Kudzu is gonna, like, set it on the ground. Like, well, he's gonna try to prop it up so that it doesn't, like, go out.
Okay.
He's gonna see if the torch and the light will appear.
Same as with the mask.
Same as with the mask? Kudzu positions himself. He leaves the torch on the ground. Kudzu positions himself. Sorry, like, I'm not trying to, like, break your puzzle or anything.
You're not breaking my puzzle.
Okay. Kudzu positions himself in between to where there is a column, the torch, and mirrors. Okay. And then he's going to look behind himself. So he's invisible. The columns are invisible.
But the
He's
torch
looking-
is not
he's
being
looking,
touched.
Yeah. He's looking to make sure that he can still see the torch.
You can see the torch.
And the light from the torch too.
Yes.
Cool. Kudzu's just curious at this point.
I'm gonna poke my torch on a bunch of the columns.
Okay. You char them?
I want to investigate the columns.
Ooh, that's actually a good follow-up thing. Kudzu might notice that. Kudzu's gonna do a follow-up experiment. So the blood stayed on the mirror, right? But it's not reflected. Kudzu is going to leave some charring from one of the torches on the mirror. He's just gonna hold it just close enough to the mirror to see if it'll like char the mirror and see if that shows up.
That reflects.
It does reflect. Does the charring on the columns appear?
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Water?
I'm just super interested in this just entire setup.
I love puzzles. I'm sorry.
No,
Wait,
it's
okay, there's
don't
water in-
apologize.
I feel like they're really hit or miss with D&D, but they're my
Yeah.
favorite.
Sorry, I don't live in Orleans, so I always go straight to the tap.
Me too.
I'm fine. That's from the tap.
No, I mean like. Whoa! God damn it!
Okay,
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
It's probably my fault, Kig. I clearly did not put that lid back on right.
Do you have a towel you would like me to use? Any?
My backpack's also waterproof. Well, mostly waterproofs.
Sorry that I'm not getting up to help.
At least it's tile, not carpet, and no one's electronics seem to be in the way. That's my main concern.
Alright, what can I do to help?
I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah.
Biggest thing.
Yeah. Can you toss me that?
Don't slip on it.
Thanks. Oh. I'm trying to drive for notebooks. Okay.
Thank you.
Many apologies. I just wanted some
Could
water.
happen to anyone.
You're good.
How could this happen to me?
I guess this is break time. Welcome to our 5-minute drive break.
Everybody, keep asking questions.
Okay, so, God, I just like. It's not even the puzzle that I'm finding so fascinating. It's just like, the entire like situation of it. Like Kazu's legitimately just having fun with this.
Good. I hope Dustin is
Kind of-
also having
yeah,
fun.
no, to mirror the fact that Dustin is not even trying to solve this puzzle, he's just trying to
Figure out the rules.
Yeah. Not even figure out the rules, he's just like, you know.
Thanks for cleaning my floor, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like poke each of the columns with my torch. I just like want to figure out if it's gonna open up a door or something.
Would you like tap water now, Steven?
Here, let me do the honors.
I got a little of that.
Thanks.
We have one of those attaches to the faucet things that Lex got
Oh.
because she hates tap water.
Uh-huh.
And it works pretty well, but sometimes the water pressure in the city scares me when it comes out of there. Because, like, I don't know what it is, but it's almost like the faucet forgets that it's on exactly 3 seconds after you turn it on. So, like, the water just comes, and then it's like, it slowly shrinks just a little bit, and it's like, oh, fuck! Almost like it's like trying to play D&D, but it's also falling asleep in the middle. It's like, I roll for an attack! And I'm like, whoa.
That's me playing
Yeah.
video games. I fall asleep playing video games all the time. And it's actually kind of scarily reminiscent of
yeah.
when you start nodding off at the wheel.
Yeah.
In the car, like,
Yeah.
time for a pull over. It's like the exact same thing, except when I'm playing video games, I don't care. I'm just like,
Oh, it's like not off on the causeway, and it's just
Yeah.
the most uncomfortable feeling on earth.
You know what I do?
you can't
is-
pull over on the causeway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like last week, I was like really, really tired for some reason, and I just couldn't wake up. I had so much coffee, and I was like on the mile like 20 mark, and I just slapped myself in the face.
Oh, I do that all the
And I
time.
was like, I'm awake now.
Here's a fun fact: if you pull off at like a truck stop or like literally anywhere, if you can find like just a small piece of like street gravel, just stick it in your shoe. If you really need to stay awake, just like make sure that it winds up right there on like your pedal pushing foot, and don't use cruise control. That will keep you awake for hours. Also, how the CIA what they use to fake limps, because it's almost impossible to perfectly fake a limp because you will always 100% of the time forget that you're faking a limp.
Unless
But
you're
if
not
you
making.
unless literally you're just like but you know like literally they're causing themselves a list. Fun fact.
Okay.
The more
You were in a room full of mirrors.
I'd still like
Yeah.
to feel, investigate. You know,
Yeah,
the
that
columns.
essentially what I'm doing by poking the torch into the columns is investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make an educated thing. I investigated with a 20, but I'm like knocking the torch against the columns, trying to figure out what they're like made of, trying to figure out what they do, why they don't show up, if they're gonna open a door.
Also secretly I'm hoping that they're squishy. I know they're probably not.
They're not
but-
squishy.
Damn.
They're not. Have you poked anything else in the room with your
Is there
torch?
anything else?
There's the walls.
The walls are mirrors.
That's true. Never mind. Like the floor?
No. Well, Bullard thinks that it's one of the 18 columns in the room that is going to reveal a doorway. So I'm just like knocking on the torches or knocking on the walls with the torch, poking the walls. The torch is just a tool in my hand. It's not like I think I'm going to burn
Yeah.
the thing down. I'm just like knocking around.
But are you like hurriedly like moving from one to the next?
Yeah.
Like just like, all right, this one's not it. This one's not it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm being more careful than that.
Mhm.
I'm like also trying to figure out what they're made of. Like I said, trying to figure out if there's something on the other side. But like the only thing I'm paying attention to are the columns.
Okay. They're not. They're either not made of stone or they're not made of the same stone as everything else is, because once you get close to them, you realize the surface is more porous. But you go through and you leave a little like smudge of charcoal on each column.
Porous.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. I'm afraid I gave you the wrong clue.
No, it's okay.
And they aren't like in the way that the other columns in this structure have been. They're not like integrated into the floor, so they weren't carved from one single. Like it wasn't like a solid room of rock and then they carved columns out of it. It's like they were brought from somewhere else. They're made of a different material.
Yeah. Okay. But no clues to me how to get a doorway open.
No.
Okay.
The only doorway you see is the doorway you came through.
Yeah.
And that's reflected in the mirrors.
Pitt notices that Bullard's using fire, so
Mhm.
Pitt takes out his water skin and wonders if the
I-
opposite will do anything.
I was just gonna say, at the same time, Kazu pulls out his water skin and like
Because it's porous.
makes a tiny puddle on the floor, just the floor, not anything to do with the columns, because that would be meta knowledge. Kazu doesn't know that they're porous.
Well, I'm just thinking the opposite,
Yeah.
you know?
But Kazu specifically is gonna make a tiny little puddle on the floor to see how long it takes before the water shows up, if the water shows up.
Same as the mask.
So his mask. Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's hard to see in the mirror.
Oh yeah, obviously. Kazu is probably exploding the fact that there's a torch that he's
Mhm.
left on the ground, so that way he should probably be able to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, he hurries over to a corner of the mirror
Okay.
and tail. Right there.
Okay.
Is he invisible? You can actually see him now. He's not invisible right now.
What are demons in D&D?
Fiends.
Fiends.
But like, are they like flesh and like what are they?
Well, so an imp.
They're alive.
I think I have a picture of one. It has like a scorpion tail. I mean,
No,
like.
like what are they made of? Are they
Uh,
carbon-based beings?
I mean, they're in hell and it burns a lot, so there's probably carbon.
Sulfur based.
Ooh, sulfur based. Ooh, that would be fun. Sulfur based life. Oh,
Fiend fuel based.
yeah.
Okay, there's something weird and shimmery about where he would be reflected in the mirror, but he does not like show up properly.
Okay. Kazu's gonna. and he's-
My next move, totally unrelated to that. I'm gonna squat down and lean on one of the columns and
Mhm.
crack my spell book
Mhm.
and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
That takes 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you guys want to make a move and then we'll?
Yeah,
back
so
after your 10
I'm
minutes.
interested what happens with the spraying of the water on the columns.
I just splashed some just to like get a spot on the column and see if anything.
They're wet now. I mean, they're visibly wet.
I
It's
love
not like
some
a-
white, wet rods.
Sand.
I mean, also same.
I was in an art history class in like high school, and we were talking about like that like entire gross fetishy section of European art that was like Turkish prostitutes, which were just like white ladies with like Turkish hats on, like, but it was an excuse to draw naked women
Yeah.
and have it not be scandalous because they weren't European.
Mm-hmm.
But like a lot of them were like behind, like just like her sitting on a couch or whatever, like looking behind her. And so we're like looking at our 80th one of these and talking about fucking technique, and my teacher goes, "I love a woman's back," and I go, "Oh man, same, Mr. Fletcher." And I've never seen anybody look quite that uncomfortable. And he went, "No, not like that." I'm like that.
I did that exact same thing when I was trying to sell a ticket at Ruby Falls. Somebody, like, I got somebody in on a tour that they technically shouldn't have been able to, but we had space, but they didn't need it
Mm-hmm.
because the other people were being rude and they didn't get to go on the tour. So he goes, thank you. You know, I'll never forget you. Just thank you so much. You just mean so much to me. I mean, I'm not like gay or anything though. And I just looked at him and just for a second I forgot the world in which we live. And I go, it's okay, I am. And he goes, ha.
Oh goodness gracious!
I was like, oh whoops. I mean, it doesn't matter or anything. I was like, man, if I just got secret shopped, which is where they literally send fake people to go to your tourist attraction.
They're not fake people. Well, they're real people. They just get hired on before they show up.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good gig.
To review you. Yeah, I used to get secret shopped all the time at the aquarium. I always had very great things to say about me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got some shitty secret shoppers then.
Well, fuck you too, kid.
No, I got secret shopped on the phone, which is the worst place to get secret shopped.
Can I kill this?
Sure.
Yeah. Murder it. Murderize the shit out of it.
Well, she's eating it, so therefore
Stab it
she's
with your face knives.
devouring it.
A raw skeleton.
Mm.
Okay.
Yo, how fucking like metal is it that like rodents like just keep growing teeth? Sorry, that's just like a thing.
Did you hear about that kid in
Next.
India with like
Yes.
560
You're
teeth?
in a room full of mirrors and columns.
Here's a question: if a boar continued growing teeth infinitely and then it chopped off the ends of its teeth, how long would it take before the teeth showed up?
Teeth don't show up.
Okay. I mean, I knew that was coming, but I wanted to complete the analogy because I was.
They don't show up ever?
Yeah.
The teeth?
Mm-mm.
Because they're of organic origin?
Oh.
Except none of you know this in character because you had to have a board.
Well, yeah, but like a mask shows up,
And I
so
didn't
it's
like
not
jizz
necessarily
on the
like-
wall and wait for it to show up.
Mhm.
Wait, what's your mask made of, Dustin?
Petrified wood.
Fuck, it doesn't show up then. I should have asked that.
Wait, would the rock show up?
What rock?
Petrified wood.
Yeah, petrified wood is like wood that
Fossilized
has,
wood.
yeah, it's like literally rock formed inside, like the rock formed inside of the tree, killing it from the inside, and then it's literally just a giant rock that has wood covering it. It's quite hefty.
No, it doesn't show up.
It doesn't show up at all.
Mm-mm.
So the
Sorry.
torch
I should
doesn't
probably
show up
ask.
either.
Fuck me. I hate this. No organic material or previously organic material shows up in the mirror.
Ooh, so
The fire shows up.
It's
Organic like
any-
living, right? Not has carbon.
Yeah, I was about to say, so like any rock that has carbon in it. would
No,
show up.
like
Maybe that's
fantasy.
it. Oh man. Oh yo, what if they're
I-
bone?
Yes, that occurred to me like 1 full minute ago.
Okay, I'm not as smart apparently.
The moment she said
Uh-huh.
that the teeth wouldn't show up, I was like, oh well, duh. Now I get it.
Oh yeah,
But Bullard doesn't get that.
yeah,
I got no fucking teeth in the room.
yeah.
Wow.
Kudzu wouldn't figure that out though. Kudzu would be thinking about something else.
Jizz.
No.
Why did you just show up?
Yo, in a vein related to that and also to art history. When I was
hate
in,
how that's like totally normal.
when I
segue
was
for art
in
history.
Italy, I accidentally, curiously wondered out loud why all of the statues' penises were so small.
Oh.
And a really,
you
really,
have to find out?
yeah, a nice Italian woman let me
Pedos?
know. Well, she said that they used children as the models for the penises because they thought that children were too pure to have like
Hard-ons.
well, the perviness ascribed to them.
I feel like the ideal of a younger boy who like wasn't fully developed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her explanation was more like probably what she tells herself to like make it through the streets of Italy.
Yeah,
Just,
justify
like,
her existence.
Dicks. Like, it was heaven, honestly. Being in Italy, it was just like,
Man, they have like boxes that have like Michelangelo or the David like.
Yeah.
God, I want him so bad. I always
Did
forget.
I tell you that the very first picture I took of Michelangelo's David is I found out you could walk right behind it. I didn't even take a picture from the front. I immediately walked to the back and took a picture of his ass. I circled back around to the front to like get an actual picture, but literally the first picture I took of that man was his ass, and it is a nice ass.
Beautiful.
I'm pretty sure he like watched women in order to like draw that ass.
No, he could not figure women out. Every single
could he
Michelangelo
really not?
woman is just like a man with apples on his food. It's just
Yeah.
super muscular,
Yeah.
like very, like the, just like it's like a male.
Yeah.
All his women are like male shaped, like
Yeah.
very rectangular,
Yeah.
like
No
broad
hips,
shoulders,
like at all.
no hips, but like broad pelvis.
Yeah.
And they always have like buff chests and like apples with nipples on them. They like don't
That's
work
hilarious.
at all.
Yeah. I love this. Anyways, back to D&D.
Mhm.
So
Pitt is confused. He's gonna pray.
Okay.
And by pray, he's going to mortify his flesh, because that's what he does.
Okay. Are you getting any divine intervention with this, or is it like?
he's following his paladin code.
I know, but like.
You're a paladin, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But like if you're a cleric and you pray, you can like get once a day or something. I don't remember.
Can I get some sort of divine?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm not aware of
Where's
this.
your
No,
book?
he's probably just earning like brownie points.
Where is
So
my-
like
No,
if he
thank
would have
you.
accidentally not, you know what I'm saying? Like if he would've-
Goomba, help me.
Yeah, help me with the broth that I exist in.
Have I cast my spell yet?
Mhm.
Okay. I can detect magic.
Okay. The mirrors are magic.
The columns.
What does detect magic do exactly? Is it like
I can see
active
magical
enchantments, or is it like
items. I can
Hold on,
see
I
stuff that
got
has
you,
magic.
Steven.
okay the mirrors,
That's it.
and by like extension the walls?
For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic if it has a school of magic.
The door you came in is only for magic.
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it
The
is
door we
blocked by...
came in has magic.
Mm-hmm.
What school of magic?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm gonna go investigate the door. Knowledge Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe. That's a 12. But just like mirrors the door, pretty much.
Yeah. It's not like. I say out of the 12, like, you don't get a lot of like the magic, or like the logic behind the magic, but as far as like the mechanics of the door itself, it's similar to the door that you like access to this area with, in that
You can only open it from one
you can only open it from the way you came in. So if you were to close it, you wouldn't be able to open it again.
There's no other way out of this room, so we'd be poop screwed.
Yeah.
Can I put an object in the doorway so that if somebody comes and slams the door, I'm not screwed?
Mm-hmm. But you will like the enchantment around the like the edges of the door and like where it would go into the wall. It seems like particularly strong.
Okay.
Like it's extra glowy if you have like your like thermo goggles on. It's the red parts.
Yeah. First thing I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna get my gingham, the tablecloth I have, and say its command word, which is not pepperoni, but because that's all I can think about it with now.
Pepperoni.
I'm gonna say the command word is pepperoni, and try to make a table.
Okay, you make a table.
Really?
It's like a short little squat
It
table.
hasn't worked before, so this is really
I know.
exciting. Whoa!
Because immediately
Yes!
turns around.
And I put the table so that if the door closed, the table would be like in the way of closing. It's like, okay, you stay there. And I like skip
There's
away.
no food on the table. It's just like a short little like.
What does the ceiling look like?
That's all I want. Is a table.
That's a good question.
Arcanella's King of the Table of Conjurations coming in clutch.
So the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. It's like the
It's-
ceiling in the church in Milan. It's literally just columns going up
Dicks,
and
dicks,
catching.
dicks.
Yeah,
No.
sticks. No.
Tiny dicks.
Yeah.
No, there's a trapdoor in the ceiling. You rolled a 12 on obvious exits. Nobody said they looked up.
That does make a lot of sense, though. That makes. Yeah. Yep. This. Yeah. It 100% makes sense.
What? It's not open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's old winged girl when you need her?
I know.
Tracy Martell.
Do you
Come on,
announce
Rachel.
that?
Hey guys. There's a door up there. It's like way up there.
A door in the heavens. Pit praise.
Do you think if we open it that soup will come out? Like you keep saying?
It's quite possible.
Oh boy, I'm actually excited.
Anything is possible with the.
If you just believe.
How high was it?
Cannot reach it. I'd say like 20, 10.
Why don't I have mage hand?
Oh boy.
It doesn't have a
Can I?
thingy. It doesn't have a clasp. It's got like hinges.
Uh-huh.
And it definitely opens
A
like
box without hinges, keys, or lid?
yes. No, but it from looking at it, you can see that it has like similar construction to the door that you came in the sense that you can push it out, but like it wouldn't be able to open down.
I send Tattletale up there. Tattletale.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
He's not particularly strong, but
Excuse me.
Okay, guys. So I know I'm kind of puny, but
Throw it up there.
but I also know that these columns are not built into the ground. What if we push them close to the trap door and climbed up the columns?
Yeah. I could try.
Come help me push.
Okay.
Whatever column is closest to the trap door.
Kudzu's strength is 7. I am there to look pretty.
Pit's
And
strength
I don't
is
even
15.
look pretty.
And Hog is around.
No, sorry. They're like anchored to the ground and also the ceiling.
That's okay. I did not realize this. I just
We can still try to
If
push
you,
it.
If you go too hard, you'll just have a hernia. But
Pit still tries to.
your butt hurts a little bit.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a pretty valuable.
15.
You know, like it doesn't really wiggle.
So Tattletale. Tattletale.
Mhm.
He's flying up there.
Mhm.
I tell him to investigate it and to communicate with me telepathically. All of the things that he finds. We both speak common. It's
Is
the
it
only
are you rolling for him?
I guess so. Sure. Yeah, he has dark vision too.
Okay, good.
Hold on. Imp is, I think, in here. If not, I did myself a disservice by not bringing. Oh, there's the imp. There he is. Hey there, buddy. Well, he's really good at deception, but not perception. He's also like weirdly good at insight. I feel like fiends shouldn't be good at insight because
I
like
feel
they
like
might
they-
turn that inwards on themselves.
I mean, I feel like they're good at. Like,
13.
if you're good at deception, I feel like you have to be good at insight at some level.
Yeah, that's true.
So how does he interact with it? Does he touch it? Does he just look?
Well, yeah, so he's probably gonna have to. He'll probably be visible while he's interacting with it.
Do you guys notice this?
I'm pushing the
spooker?
column.
Spooky
Yeah.
spooker. Do you notice the gremlin?
This is up on the ceiling pit.
Pit notices. There's a demon.
What?
There's a demon.
Oh yeah, forgot you can see him now.
You know this demon?
Yeah. That's my friend.
What the fuck, Crowder?
Oh, shit.
I'm quite confused.
Hold on. I only have 2 left. Where did I put my phone?
Does it not reset?
I didn't put the mask on.
Oh.
I just laid it on the floor.
Pit draws his lance.
No. Guys, he's chill. He's chill.
He doesn't look chill.
He was
No,
warm.
he's chill. Hey, Tail Tattle. Wave hi to everybody.
It's very disturbing. It's like not cute at all.
And he's so cute.
He's quite scary.
Oh no, he's not scary. Look, he's got like that the really cool bug that like, you know, with its tail. You know the one with the pincers. It goes. It's got one of those tails. Scorpion. That's it. They're so cool. Don't ever pick one up.
Why? Because they're demons too?
No. They just are not. They're very dexterous.
They're also like flat and weirdly difficult to kill.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
they
because
didn't
they're
have-
flat, so if you smoosh them, they just
hate
like
them.
fucking keep going.
No, literally a shovel. That's the only way. Like literally, just like like Gandalf, you shall not pass. Like
I trapped I trapped it in a toothpaste box and flushed it down the toilet.
did that to a cockroach last night.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can see the spooky.
If this is your friend, how did he arrive here?
Oh, he's been here the whole time.
Whatever, dude. This is weird, but
No,
you're
hold on.
weird.
Hold on.
Is he gonna open the trap door or not?
Oh, I don't know. He's distracted. You guys are putting a lot of pressure on him.
Yo, weird thing. Just
I think
open
he's
the
putting
door.
pressure on us.
What?
I have a lot of pressure to try to accept this individual into my life.
Okay, well maybe we can just all calm down and we'll sing a fun little song about accepting others.
No, just here we go. Open the door.
Proficient in this instrument. There we go. Done. Song. That was my song. Thank you.
My flutes are under somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Or my recorder.
Is the room proficient in recorder? I'm just imagining one of the columns growing tiny arms and just
No, like I
playing
have my
along with
recorder
it.
from breaks
Oh yeah.
that I never taught myself how to do.
Oh no.
The song from Titanic.
Did you get 2 of them and try to play the
No.
John Cena theme?
It's fucking when he asked me to. Okay.
Hey, just
How
open,
is the
open the door thing.
It's 13.
I know, like, what does it do?
He's just trying to find any way to open it.
Okay. Like, does he touch it? And
Yeah.
Push it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's barred.
Mhm.
It can only, it can't, there's nothing to pull it, so I'm assuming he like, tries to push it, and it's
Mhm.
blocked from the other side, or otherwise, like, locked. He can't really budge it. But,
Okay.
How
How hefty are those
Wait.
hinges?
Y'all on the ground. Roll perception.
13.
7.
17.
Okay, Pit. You notice that as the imp messes, or like otherwise like tries to open the trapdoor in the ceiling, the door that you came through, like, moves in a like parallel way.
Corresponding manner.
Yes. So like since it's being like pushed right now, it's just kind of like wiggling back and forth.
The door behind us is moving.
That's not good. Is the table working?
I mean, it's not closing. It's just like if Tail Tattle goes like pushes it, the door goes. Doop.
Perhaps. No, that's not
Do you think it works both ways? I think it works both ways.
No, that doesn't seem right.
Hustle. And I pulled the tablecloth off the table and tuck it back in my bag. It's like, man, that's so cool. And I'm going to, with my hands on the door, close the door most of the way.
Mm-hmm. So the trapdoor opens most of the way.
All right.
I have rope.
How are you going to get it up there?
Hey, Tail Tattle.
Give it to the demon
Oh.
before we kill it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Tail Tattle turns invisible.
Wait.
Still have the rope.
Hey, demon beast.
His name is Tattletale?
Tattletale, will you try closing or opening the closing the trapdoor?
I'd tell the thing telepathically to comply.
Okay.
Does it not speak common?
It does, but it probably wouldn't listen to you.
Okay.
The door that you guys are all, or at least you're standing in front of, opens.
Responds?
As the trapdoor closes.
Okay, it responds. Okay, I feel confident that we can get out if we have to. I'm gonna close this door all the way so that the trap door is open.
Okay.
Wait, we don't need to do that. Is there enough space for the imp to squeeze through?
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it like halfway.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not doing Kazu's voice.
That's
What is
fine. I hate
Hey,
his voice.
guys!
No, that's
just
fine.
leave
It's
it
okay.
halfway.
It's okay. It's fine.
It'd be like, can I give him like a Sasuke voice instead? Like American dub Sasuke, where he's like, I'm a 12-year-old child.
I've never seen Naruto and have zero intention to.
It's just like the big problem that all foreign dubbed things are, like when there's a badass
actual
character who's
children.
like also a child, like the main character's like, hey guys, I'm actually a child, and like I'm a badass but also a child in the original source material is like, I'm a child.
I've gone through
That's not
puberty
what it
already.
is. I mean, like, I'm in the middle of it, but I'm done with this shit. But in like America, it's just like, hi, I'm 8-year-old Sasuke. I want to kill my brother. And it's the reason I don't watch dubs. If there are any children. Anyways, he squeezes through without the door closing all the way.
Okay.
And then I believe that, how far away is that?
It's a 15, 20 foot high ceiling.
20 foot high ceiling, so 25 feet.
What is the black top booze?
It's also tequila.
Oh,
It's just Reposado.
let me try the black top tequila. Skillies?
Yeah,
Skelly.
I'm gonna start seeing through his eyes and hearing what he hears.
Nothing.
And I also have dark vision. Now.
So I don't know if you'll remember, but when you initially got into the trapdoor beneath the altar, it was just kind of like a void. Like you couldn't see it even with dark vision. It's the same thing up here. Like you can't see it.
But wait, didn't we have to go?
Yeah, once you were touching the ground, you
Yeah.
could see.
Weird.
Okay, well the imp lands on the ground.
Okay, still can't see.
He can't see
It's
anything?
pretty good for $17.
Jeez. I guess I'd have him continue walking forward for a little bit.
Okay. He eventually touches a wall.
But he can't see it?
Mm-mm. It's all just darkness.
Okay, that's weird. Guys, I don't think we should go up there.
Why?
What's the other option?
Well, so, you can't, he can't see anything.
He should open his eyes.
No, his eyes are open, but, he can't see anything at all.
He's blind?
No.
Why do you have a blind demon with us?
No, he's not blind. It's just, up there's something that steals your sight and doesn't give it back to you.
That's a dramatic way of putting it.
Pit does not want to go around that corner.
There's no corner.
Trapdoor,
Is the ceiling a
up
corner?
and corner.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Eh.
That's an inward the inward corner though.
Yeah.
Well, there's not really another way.
We could go back. That seems like the bravest thing to do.
But if we go back, then we
Wait.
won't never know anything about the anchor here.
We knew there was one here.
We should just post up at the edge and make sure nobody gets in and tries to kill it.
You don't know that this is the only entrance. It's just the one that you found.
You're right, but Kazu is having a momentary lapse in judgment and also is very concerned that
You're right.
demon friend can't
We
see.
need to save this creature. It may be in harm's way. We have to go, regardless of if we lose our sight forever.
It's in harm's way.
It could be, like the last one.
Yeah. All right, whatever. Have him bring the rope up.
I don't know if he knows how to get out.
I mean, the door's still open. You can
Should
see,
still be a light out.
the square of light, or the trapdoor's still open.
Oh, okay.
You can see
Wait,
out,
I
you
mean,
just
is
can't
it?
see in.
Weird. I guess he crawls back
Wait,
over
is
to
the trapdoor still open?
It's partially open, yeah.
Yeah. If it's open, you can see, the Like the parallelogram of light that he came
Weird.
through.
I wonder why he can't see though.
I'll go up first.
Okay.
Well, so he has the rope. What is he attaching the rope to?
The hinge of the trapdoor. It hinges, so he'll just slide the rope through the hinge.
Yeah, like
That was
around
actually
the
my
door.
plan. Was
Okay.
to like wrap around the trapdoor so that it sits at the bottom.
I instruct Tail Tattle to do such a thing.
So both the doors are still open.
Well,
Well,
partially.
I'll
halfway open.
we'll close the main door.
Okay. Once you close the main door, Tattletale can see another hallway.
Oh.
And he also sees like a rope ladder on the ground next to
Oh.
the trapdoor.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, he pushes the rope
Yeah.
ladder down.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, that looks a lot easier than having to climb a rope like it's gym
Wait.
class.
Wait.
Hell
I-
yeah, brother.
I investigate the rope ladder for integrity.
It is integer. I don't know why. It is intact.
It is adequate.
Integumentary.
Pit climbs regardless, is not concerned. He continues to
It
climb.
does that shit where it kind of like twists around and it's kind of hard, but you get up there.
Hold on, I'll help. I try to stabilize it at the bottom.
Okay. It gets easier when he starts doing that.
Hey, how did you make it up there with your torch? Did you like put it in your butt crack? I'm having a hard time.
Tarzan.
Pit bit down on the torch.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
not what I was just thinking of, but yes, I have.
Have you seen the picture
Yo.
of Tarzan?
No.
No, I haven't.
Alright, me more.
I've seen lots of Tarzan memes, but I have not seen that one.
I would love to see it. Also, I made a Tarzan soundtrack reference recently, and somebody was like, "That's like too obscure a reference." And I was like,
No, it's
"Bill
fucking
fucking
not.
Collins is too obscure a reference? No,
No.
I refuse to participate in your reality."
I don't want to know. Don't show me.
This tastes like juice, by the way.
With the margarita.
I have seen that.
I have seen that one.
It should have been made with the goza.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was weird with an IPA, but earlier, like all I tasted was passion fruit when it was real cold. Weird. Yeah, it's a weird beer. It's like a cocktail beer. You're welcome to try it if you.
It's fun.
What is it?
It's
I
a
also just don't like passion fruit, I don't think.
margarita.
I'm gonna do my best to make
There
it
might
up
be a sip
with
left.
the
It's not you can.
torch like stuck in my belt or something, trying not to
Is
catch
it
myself
still
on fire.
lit?
Is there a sip left?
Yeah.
Word.
Okay.
I don't know how to put a torch out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put it in my mouth.
Wait. I could just hand it to the demon, but I didn't think of that. I'm climbing it with it in my mouth.
I'm just like trying to think.
Hey,
Can I like tuck it in my elbow and can I stick it in my belt?
You
I guess I
could,
can
but
just hold it in my hand and
climb
then
with,
grab the rope.
with one arm,
And not let the
or
rope
alternate. Would you alternate? You climb one, pull up, and then
I don't know.
I don't know how you would do
Hey.
that.
I'm gonna make it work,
Hey.
CG.
down. Okay, I believe
Hey,
you.
hey,
Go
Paul.
ahead.
Hey, Bull, just hand the torch to Tail Tattle.
Okay, that counts as making it work.
Tail Tattle flies the torch up to you and hands it back to you at the top.
Thanks.
And then poof's invisible again because he's afraid they're just gonna get murderized.
This thing's kind of weird.
Where is this demon?
He's not a demon, he's from the forest.
And what is he?
He's a forest.
You're practically a forest demon now.
No, I'm not.
What's an imp?
It's like honestly, I was hoping for fairy. I said fairy, and this is what I got.
It's not a fairy though. Aranova was a fairy.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I should probably get that checked out.
Okay, anyways.
Crunch.
I literally thought you had like permanently like just injured yourself right there for like a second.
No,
Like,
I don't know what I did to it, but
like you're
occasionally,
like
like
that-
my arm will get really, really stiff, and then I'll just have to like crack it like that, and it hurts, but then it feels better.
you have like wickedly high nitrogen buildup.
I don't know. Is that what that is?
That's what the popping sound is. Nitrogen rapidly escaping.
Yeah,
in
but it's
a
not
gas
like
pocket.
it's not like that kind of crack.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Something
stuff touching that shouldn't be touching kind of crack.
Mm.
That's what it feels like anyway. There's like
Yeah.
a snap, and then it feels better. But anyway, I
Weird.
probably need to go to the doctor soon.
So are we all up there? Did you follow us?
Yeah, I followed up. I was last.
I pulled a rope up after Hulk and everyone's up.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it down there.
That was pretty smart.
I don't trust the demon.
But
The demon's in there with you.
The demon can.
What? Oh, now I have to put it back down.
The demon can fly.
Still don't trust the demon. I want to keep the rope safe.
Look, all right. Here. Let me. Okay, hold on. Tail tattle. All right. Come here, buddy, old pal. Land right here. He landed right there. I was
On
like,
your finger?
yeah.
How big
How
is
big
it?
is he?
He lands on my arm. Because
Like
I
the
forgot I
size
was
of
a
an owl?
halfling. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than an owl, I think. I don't remember what size it is. This is in the master manual, but I didn't bring it.
Which one you like better?
Trader Joe's. Absolutely.
This one's a little bit more
Well, this is
bitey.
reposado, not
Right, yeah.
So.
It's a tiny fiend. I don't know what that means.
But there's a $5 difference. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah. I would
Wait
think
on.
that means that it's like the size of a screech owl. Like a big softball.
Caw-caw.
Oh, wait. I should have mentioned this.
Mhm.
The imp has devil's sight.
What does that mean?
Magical
Jersey.
darkness does not impede the imp's dark vision.
Now we know.
Well, never mind.
Anyways, here, I have an idea.
What does this new hallway look like?
I snap my finger and he turns into a raven.
That's not creepy.
He's a raven now. See, look! He's a bird!
He's somehow a really, like, disconcerting bird. You couldn't, like, pinpoint what's wrong with him, but something's
Too
wrong
many
with him.
feathers missing.
I don't like this magic.
He's
He's
got
a
3
changeling.
eyes.
Yeah.
What is the...
Occasionally, like, just eyes open.
Yeah,
and
just
blink.
like one, just like one eye right there, and they'll just like blinks.
What does the new hallway look like?
It is, so it's another big room, like a long hallway. Like the, it's like more similar in shape to the first hallway than the one you were just in. Where like the first hallway had like more defined sections, like an open entryway with columns, and then like another smaller
What is the
room.
first hallway?
So sorry, not the first hallway. Like the first floor
Okay.
of the temple. So like there was like an entryway and like a foyer,
Okay.
and then like another room, and then there was like the church altar area, and then the second floor was just like one big long wide corridor. This one has like those defined sections again.
Frescoes on the wall.
Frescoes on the wall.
They don't have to be frescoes. I just don't know what the first word you
like
said was.
carvings, frieze.
Freeze. Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
They're like shallow carvings. But this room has more, like it doesn't seem to be like a public space necessarily. Like it has some beds, it has some chests, almost like this is where the monks maybe lived.
Mhm.
So this is like the first room, and then there's like 3 large archways at the other end that lead to the next section.
Okay, but there's beds and chests and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I search around the beds and chests and stuff
Yes.
with perception? A 9.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Robes.
Most things are cleared out. Like it wasn't like people once lived here and they left. It wasn't like they left in a hurry. Like they took, presumably they took their things, or their things were taken after they left. I guess would be another conclusion. Oh,
The stuff has been moved out.
but there's not a lot of stuff. There's a few things. There's like a shoe here, or like a sash there, like part of a,
Okay.
like a small dagger in a pouch. Like a ring or two. Like there's detritus, but there's not like big fun treasure.
For sure. That's cool.
Are there any, can I look as well?
You're not allowed to.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, you don't see anything.
This room looks fine.
This is
the
a
way it
nice
is.
hotel.
You're just looking over my shoulder.
Just nodding.
Kedzu's just following up.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think is just past those big 3 archways?
Maybe it's the anchor. That was like out loud whispered, not telepathic.
Usually when you're doing telepathic stuff, you go like this.
Yes. Which you can see now that I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
So much better.
What do you think, Sir Pitt?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe the demon went that way.
I'm kind of clueless too, but
Wrong.
well, so I don't know. It seemed like the last anchor was as far underground as possible, so maybe this one
one's
should
not
be
as
more
far?
underground. I don't know.
Well, we don't quite know which direction we're in.
You've been going up.
But I guess we're still kind of underground. I don't know.
We could be like in a mountain or something. You never know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, there's only one way to find out, and I think I want to find out.
Push on.
I nod,
I trot.
and yes, I don't trot, but I step forward with purpose.
What did you roll on your initial perception?
10? 9.
So you continue.
That was just searching for cloth and stuff, though.
Yeah.
I can roll a new one while we're walking into the archways. if
Yeah, as you make your way past the rest of the beds, roll another perception check.
8.
Okay. Nothing.
This low perception is killing me. Because all I want to know is hear all the details.
Wait, are you looking around like actively? I'll look just for shit. Oh. 15.
Well, plus we just talked about what's up ahead, so.
Right. I'm guessing we're by the archways.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me.
Nice. I heard that coming.
That was a good one.
Thank you. You. So the archways are carved the way
Everything else.
is. They're huge. Like the 3 of you could walk through the middle one, shoulder to shoulder, and still have plenty of room on the side. In the next area is like a large recessed space on the floor, and the ground is soft.
Earthen?
Hmm?
Earthen or carpet?
Earthen.
Mm.
Almost like sandy, kind of.
The ground underfoot or in the
recess area. There's like weapons racks on the wall.
Mm.
So this is like a practice.
A fight pit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like not a fight pit
Not quite yet.
necessarily. More of like a practice area. They're all, none of them are like bladed weapons. They're like staves and
Blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Like that? Sorry, I was pointing at the staff that the Paladin of Redemption is holding.
yes.
I've read that in a lot of like old temples like this, different like castes of people had to enter through different archways. Like maybe the priests use the left archway, and the ruling class uses the center, and the common people use the right archway. This looks like maybe it was used for like a proving grounds. Maybe the different monks would, decide like, oh well, the Grand Master uses the center one, and it's like when you see somebody walk through the center arch, you know you have to get out of the center pit or something.
I think you're way off base. I think these are all walking sticks. And I think that the terrain is to help build up your endurance. All the hiking around here. I mean, that's all they look like is walking sticks. What else would you use something like that for?
I'm trying to decide if I want to whack you with my staff or not.
Do it.
Isn't your
Just like Rafiki, like
don't you have a walking stick?
Pop! Armor class 2.
You
Oh no, armor class 4.
so you hit, but it does nothing. See? Walking stick.
Thank you for the inspiration.
Or maybe.
So that was cool.
Or maybe
That's how it works in Mexico.
they were. This is a spear manufacturing building, and these are just spears waiting to happen.
Unfinished. That also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I searched for an exit.
fit.
I searched for an exit to this room.
Shit, I just keep forgetting. I need to be
there's a
moved.
bunch
That
of
was me last week.
glassware behind you. So there's another set of 3 archways at the opposite end of the pit. It's not quite a pit. It's like a very. It's almost like a
Oh, I'm sure.
There's also like a
That's
rake.
pit.
like.
There's a rake,
Mm-hmm.
so they rake up the sand.
I think so. I know so. Like it's not like a fight murder pit. It's like a monastery like meditation practice room, and then you like leave it better than you found it.
It's a giant litter box, is what it is.
They fight in the pit, and then they do that interesting thing where you comb through the sand to make it look really pretty.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there's treasure.
I've never heard of that one.
That was
Where'd
Steven.
you pick that?
That
Oh.
was not.
Okay.
That wasn't Bullard.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm so used to watching you like reach up, but you've been able to like really reliably do it without reaching up. That like, I've been more paying attention to the visual cue
Mhm.
rather than the audio cue.
So we prance forward.
You prance forward. Do you go through the pit?
Pit goes to the pit.
Okay. You now have sand in
Is
your
the
shoes.
pit? Wait, hold on. Is the pit square?
Yes.
Because it's pit square.
I was thinking he was going to have a hard time getting out of that corner.
Uh,
And in this corner, we have Pit the Peach. Yeah, I do not crawl into the pit. I gawk at the weapons.
Okay. Like perception gawk or just gawk?
I just gawk, but I'll roll perception if you'd like me
You
to.
don't have to. I was just curious.
Are there more?
There's nothing to see there unless you make me come up with something.
Are there more like wall scrawlings?
Here not on like the walls.
Kudzu's looking for art.
Like
Excuse me.
not at the walls, like at person height, because that's where like the weapons are stored and stuff.
Mm.
But like around the top of the room is
Ooh.
more carvings.
Carvings of what? More monks?
Monks.
And martial combat.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Bull. What do you make of those people?
Well, that's more of those monks, and they're appear to be sparring,
Okay.
which would lead me to think that maybe there were monks that lived here that sparred here.
Okay.
So what's one roll perception?
Can we all three?
Yeah.
15.
7.
Aww. Okay.
3.
You notice that the part that goes around the ceiling is like a cyclical narrative, and it starts with like an older monk like teaching a younger monk like a series of like katas almost.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then like the younger monk like becomes a master, and then like as it comes back around, like the master who was the younger monk is like teaching the younger monk. Does that make sense? Like it
Yes.
like displays this circle
100%
of like
makes sense.
shared knowledge.
It's like the Avatar.
Yeah,
Or
but
Friday,
like
they have all
not.
the
It's not
different
a
avatars.
reincarnation thing. It's like more.
Well, yeah.
It's like
But they're done the exact same way in the Western Air Temple, where it's literally just like in a spiral going around the ceiling.
I mean, it's not a
Kinda thing.
spiral. It's just like a circle. But I haven't.
Oh, so
seen-
does it meet back up at the?
Yeah. So like
Oh.
there's like 2, but there's really only 1 because the old one becomes a young one.
So it's like an obverse of the teaching?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Obverus?
Yeah.
What is that?
Or-
The snake that eats
Ouroboros.
its
Snake
tail.
eats its own.
Oh.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like so like the like top right
Yours
corner
is the correct way to say it. Mine is the way that everybody thinks that it's.
So that's it, like so if you like it's definitely a teaching room. It's not a
Yeah.
yeah.
The only tattoo I ever designed had to do around with the snake who was eating its tail.
Yeah, I really wish I'd like done something like that before I got my snake tattoo. Because I feel like I can't have two snake tattoos.
No,
Even though
you
I feel
can
like
never
I
have too many
inevitably
snakes.
will have more than one snake tattoo and
The
more than one
plague,
skull
the
tattoo.
plague was worse than it should have been because humans killed the cats and snakes. You should bring snakes back.
I love snakes.
So,
I had
and
one in my
bats.
garden this week.
And spiders. That's nice. That means it's keeping rats out of your room.
I don't have a problem with it. Kristen's like, I'm not going over there. I'm like, alright, whatever. Do his thing.
Probably a garter snake.
It was yellow and black, so
Speckles?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Kristen saw it. Just going off her description. Striped, I think.
I love snakes.
Sounds
I
like
know
a
garter
garter
snakes aren't like particularly scary, but when I see a snake in the wild, I still have that like monkey human reaction of like yeet it as far as fucking away from me as I possibly can.
I've
just-
been bitten enough times to no longer fear.
I don't know what it, like.
Oh, yeah?
I like have held snakes and I like them, and I've never been bitten, but I like see it as an inevitability. And like if I like see a snake like in a cage, or if like you hand me one of your snakes, I'm like, this is so cool. But like if I like I'm walking and I see a snake, I'm like, nope.
I've watched one too many videos of birds killing snakes that I'm just like, not really scary.
It's not. I don't know what it is. It's not like I know it's not scary. Like
Well, it's just
there was like a garter snake like raptor, like it was about to get like smooshed by my garage, and I like
Kicked it out of the way.
I know, but I like couldn't make myself touch it for a while. I was like standing there like, oh, I gotta save it, but I'm like, but like the monkey brain in me is like, snake, run away from snake.
Yeah.
I didn't kick it.
That was a useful evolutionary response for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is like I know it's a garter snake. I've like had like I know they're not scary and that's fine. And it was a baby, and I was still like Caroline, put the snake on your shoe and take it to safety. And it's like, no, snake.
My friend got a ball python recently. and
Baby.
It was the cutest thing ever.
How's the ball python that you were babysitting?
I have not heard from it since I babysat it,
No.
which was like a 2-month babysit.
Yeah, that was like a foster situation.
Yes. Anyway, I
Yeah.
continue toward the second set of archways.
Okay.
Pit is also gallivanting through the pit.
Kazu is reflecting upon the lesson of the cyclical nature of time and stewardship of knowledge.
Yes. Excellent.
Somewhat distracted.
Okay. So the next archways lead to like a wall that's like a lattice of stonework.
Both sides?
No, it's like solid on two sides, and then there's like this lattice, and the lattice has like
Careful.
Yeah. Okay. I really hate to do this. I don't know what that word means.
Oh, it's like that, like a
Oh, just like crisscross?
yeah.
Like, I know what it means in terms of, like, nanoscience, like crystal lattice, but, like
No, it's like
like the top of a pie?
The top of a
yeah,
pie?
yeah.
Or like
okay.
the white picket fence that you
Fencing,
grow
yeah.
vines on.
That's what I thought was fencing.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I now understand.
Yeah, it's like it's not quite like the crisscross. It's kind of like closer to like I don't know like Moroccan architecture where it's like it's the same as like the front of the building where it's just like intricately carved, but it has these like gaps in it. But they're much more like regular. It's almost like it looks almost like vine, like it had been carved to like be vines.
It almost looks like tendrils, but not quite tendrils.
Yeah, but it's much more like ornament. Like it's much more abstracted from actual tendrils. if that makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make this.
Put it
I
in the
don't know.
sink and then pour it like I did.
Well, I mean, that's what I tried. It's just apparently I can't push it hard enough.
Bulk up, bro.
Now it just sounds like I'm pissing.
A little bit. Full circle to the detachable universe. Detachable wieners. So there's there's the wall like that, and it's got like the big archways you went through, and then there's like 3 smaller archways, and then you come outside on like a patio, almost like
But it is outside.
It is outside, yeah.
Oof.
And when you you look down and you can see the entrance to the temple, like the
That we
The columns the steps that led up to the columns.
Where did I
that we like repelled into.
Door. Yeah.
The night air.
Isn't it daytime?
I have no idea. I should know. I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was
We
because
entered at daytime, but we've been in there for a little hot second, so I don't know how long we've been in, but we've definitely been in for a few
I've
hours.
only been there for a few hours. It's probably like you can have I know it. You can watch a beautiful sunset right now. Like this whole sky is pink and orange and shit.
well, if the sun is setting, it's gonna be a lot harder to move around down there. I guess we have torches, but it won't be this natural sunlight to guide us.
We should take a long rest.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We should hold up for the night. And
There's some beds back there,
Should we hold up out there?
like out here. You
Well, I
want to
mean-
sleep out in the elements?
Well, I mean,
There are beds in there.
there's a nice breeze out here.
So
You guys don't have to sleep together. Just a thought.
you know, it would probably be safer from the corners if we all slept in a similar place, so we didn't have to split up our watches.
That's true. But there's not many corners out here.
There's actually a lot of corners, like in the wall of the lattice.
On the
work.
balcony?
In the lattice work,
The
all of those
lattice,
little
yeah.
holes have corners.
Now Pitt is having Pitt TSD. He needs to go back inside.
He's having pit TSD.
Let's go back inside.
Oh god.
Pitt doesn't argue. He just runs back inside.
all right, well let's go sleep on the beds then.
Okay, I'm down for that. We go sleep on the beds. We assign a watch
I
order.
can take first watch, and then
I'll take
Hulk
second.
can take third.
I'll take last watch. Because I'll be up in the morning.
Cool.
Bros trip.
Woo.
It is a bros trip now.
Yeah, I didn't actually celebrate that. That was just me being funny. All right, I sleep.
Kudzu
Well, I
also
sleep
sleeps.
after the first watch. I do not sleep during my first watch.
I nod off.
Okay.
That's a joke.
Bullard, I'll send this to you later, but like in the same way that you had a very, very vivid dream, like about or with Almanaster in the first temple, you have another one in this temple. I'll send it to you.
Is she friendly this time? Is she trying to kill me this time?
Was she trying to kill you last time?
So what the thing I originally wrote was that it's like I can be having a totally normal dream, and then like the cashier at the bread shop is her, or I can be like one of the ones I wrote was like I am like hanging out at my house, but she's there telling me to get out of her house and telling me all of the stuff is hers, and like the guards come and tell me to get out of her house. Or I'll have a dream like where I'm running away down a dark hallway and someone's trying to kill me and it's her. I'll have a dream where like I am her roommate. Like she just appears in all these random situations. She's just everywhere. But it's not like only two. It's not like kill me or not kill me.
Okay.
I was just like asking for a feeling
Oh.
of the dream.
I'll reread the last one I sent you and
Okay.
get the vibe right. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's cool. I need 2 new partner rolls if we're sleeping and waking.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. A 15 and a 19. I like to have one high one and one low one.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can really make the game what I want. But
When does Aiden get back?
Not
Is it
next
next
week,
week?
but week after next, right?
he said he was missing like 3 or 4 sessions. I'm not sure. Why?
Honestly, that's how I measure the
Do you guys
passage
want to
of
do
time.
like a plot reveal with everybody here, or do we just want to like soldier on?
I don't mind.
Well,
shopping
if he has to
here
be
for now.
back in
So-
2 weeks, right?
My stance on this, CG, is that if we wait for a full party to like play D&D,
Yeah, you're right.
then we're never gonna play.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks if it's like the one session you miss is like something big, but it's also a reward for showing up. And Aiden is really dedicated. He hardly ever misses, so I do feel bad about doing stuff without him. But I think that he'll be okay. Plus, like, yo, what's up, Aiden? I have a feeling you might listen to this.
That's true.
But that's just my personal stance. It's like waiting around for the perfect day to go to the beach, or waiting around for the perfect day to like surf, or the perfect time to play D&D. You're never gonna get it. You just gotta do it. So if we wait around until we got the whole party, it's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
At this point in life, if we're maybe 35 years old someday and don't have anything going on in our lives,
Yeah.
It seems very unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think I'm making it to 35.
Me either.
I don't know if anybody is at this rate.
That's true.
That was really morbid. I'm sorry.
I mean,
That's okay.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to the movie theaters. Don't go to a festival.
Don't stay in your house either.
Yeah, don't go to church. Don't stay in your house.
Sorry, this got like a bummer.
It's alright.
Move to Canada, where your odds are better, because when 2 people get murdered or whatever, that you'll go on a whole manhunt for the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Anyway.
And they literally fled town and got eaten by a bear literally minutes later, and karmic justice was served. I mean, I'm just assuming that in Canada, like,
it's
you
possible.
like you want a mass shooting of exactly one person because you had your great-grandpa's hunting rifle and that was the only gun you could get your hands on. And then you fled into the woods and got eaten by a bear. I'm assuming that's what happens in Canada.
Anything when we wake up?
The sun is shining. The tank is clean.
The tank is clean.
No, so you wake up to the sun like cresting over the patio at the end of the hallway.
Oh, that's nice.
Does the cliff face east or west?
Man, I don't know.
So, but is the sun? Do we have
Wait,
to,
it faces west.
do we have to wait a long time? Oh yeah.
Yeah, if we saw sunset, unless the sun is.
Does the sun rise in the east, or does the sun
It
rise
does.
in
It
the
rises
west?
in the west. It rises in the east and sets in the east.
So essentially, what I'm asking is like, do we get diffuse sunlight or like distinct rays coming in?
Okay.
It doesn't actually matter. So
Yo, no, actually though,
It's north.
What
you
if
get
the sun like?
you get both.
Sweet.
What if the sun does like an actual like? Here's your horizon line. What if the sun actually like peaks here and just goes around to the horizon line and comes back? I mean, that would mean for some like wonky rotation physics.
There's
but
2 suns and they
it
go
could
like this.
it could simultaneously rise in the west and set in the west.
No, it rises in the east and sets in the west.
Okay, I'm down for it.
I'm sorry to have introduced that.
It's fine.
Apologies.
Oh man, that means binary sunsets.
Okay.
I hear it in my
suns.
head now.
Yeah. That's the name of that song.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
That's the, like, of all of the things in Star Wars, that is the thing to me that blows my goddamn mind every time. It's not spaceships, because, you know, it's like, the thing that's actually completely foreign to me is, like, 2 suns.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's one of my favorite moments in any science, any kind of movie ever. Anyways, sorry.
It's a good.
Yeah, it's real good. Thank God that they overshot, like nearly a full hour of too much footage for that movie. Because the original movie was hot fucking garbage. There's a film study on like the actual original edit of Star Wars, and it's a fucking mess.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, sorry.
That's cool.
You wake up in the same room that you fell asleep in,
Sweet.
as expected, but not necessarily guaranteed.
So where is the? While munching on like beef jerky or something.
Pepperonis.
Where is the? Oh, of course I'm going to whisper pepperoni to in game of table conjuration. Do I have any luck?
No table.
Man, I wanted to like have breakfast at the table.
It would have been really nice.
I'll get the hang of it one of these days.
It offers you a bowl. There's lots of bowls.
Oh, the empty bowl?
Yeah.
While chewing on beef jerky though. So where is the anchor?
Everybody's looking at me. I don't know.
Probably
I
in
don't
the
know.
sea.
Maybe he's.
Fuck off.
Maybe instead of going inside, we just need to scale the outside until we get to the bottom.
No.
But you said it.
Did you see water down
Oh
there?
my god, that hurt.
Yo, I did the exact same thing exactly 2 weeks ago today. A friend of mine mentioned one of the Arabic textbooks, and I had
Oh my god, hilarious.
a full.
LOL.
I meant to say, oh, I know that, but I forgot I literally had a entire mouthful of beer, and 100% of it shot through my nose.
Well,
One time I snorted a Pop-Tart on my nose. It was this one of the like top 5 most painful experiences of my life.
so we've come upstairs to what seems to be the very top, right?
Right?
But didn't you guys say there were 2 doors in the chapel downstairs?
No, I thought there were 3 doors down there.
There were 3 doors. One was the one that you came in at the very, like, the entrance to it. And then there was one that only opened from the...
So are we doing this backwards?
inside.
Well, no, I think that maybe we came up and we should have figured out how to go down.
Okay. Well, let's retrace our steps and go down. Also, Tattletale has retransformed into an imp. That doesn't really matter unless you were going to snipe him with something, because now he has more health.
Okay. Okay.
So you're going back down?
Yeah.
And you haven't
Katsu's
seen
already
everything
packed up
there
and-
is to see. You're not. I mean, like, you can.
Does Kudzu know that he hasn't seen everything?
No, it's 9:50 and Caroline's telling you that you haven't seen everything. Like when you're playing Final Fantasy and the map fills out as you walk around, there's like a chunk of map.
Yeah. I've fallen asleep in a dungeon before.
Sorry for breaking the.
No, it's okay. Sometimes it
Fourth
has
wall,
to be.
fifth wall.
Sometimes
turn around
you
yet.
want things to be more obvious, and they're not
Mhm.
because we're not sitting here looking at your map.
Yeah.
You know, it's my suspicion is that it's in the room in between the fight pit and the outside world. Okay.
The bedroom?
No, so there's the there's the porthole, not the porthole. What's in on the ground? The trapdoor, bedrooms, fight pit, space that CG didn't say anything about that we walked through to get outside.
Mm.
We didn't even look in that space. We just fucking walked through it.
No,
Yeah.
well, she said there was like the big archways and then the small archways, and then she talked about the lattice, and then we were outside. It just kind of happened.
Yeah,
What
that
if
was.
Tail Tattle just goes, hey, listen. And they're like,
Hey, listen, there's more
that's,
shit out
that's
here.
the Stone of Navi,
yeah.
which Emily did not use as often
Yeah.
as she should have, but used way
It's
more
just a
often
little bell noise.
than the rest of you guys ever used magic items.
Sorry.
Tattle and Tail are the 2 fairies from Majora's Mask.
Couldn't play it because I ruined 3 Nintendos trying to install extra RAM, so
Do you want to borrow my DS?
no thank you.
You sure?
They made Majora's Mask
Yeah.
for the DS.
So,
Hey, let's, the light was kind of low last night and I couldn't really look around in this other room. Let's check in here before we go downstairs.
This is probably why we used the
yeah.
thingy.
The map?
The thing.
The,
Yeah.
the map. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't work though. So I would like to go do some, well, first perception. I'm going to try to intelligently make sense of the room, based upon the past experiences and readings I've done, as well as the experiences laid before me. So I know that there's some monkery going on in here. I know there's beds where they slept. I know there was a fight pit where they practiced and mentored each other. And I know stuff like that. So I'm going to roll 20
Yes.
for
Alright.
investigation,
Mm.
which means a 24. That would have been a 19 if I were perceiving, but
Okay.
Are you proficient in investigation? Or okay. Wait, what is your intelligence? Is it...
no, it's not as high as it should be.
You draw a map.
Yeah, I just
14.
don't feel like making this
Same.
with my words. Oh my god!
We
Twins.
were
Will be this year
Mine
time
would
to
be
use the
going out,
restroom.
though.
Yeah.
mine will not.
Which
Mine will
were
be staying
upstairs.
the same.
Upstairs. Thank you.
I knew that I was gonna have Kudzu take a feat, but I actually am completely bad because I don't even remember what feat it was that I wanted him to take. Oh god, it's the Penrose Steps now.
Yeah, I'm conflicted about liking Almanaster because she's a cool character, but I'm not gonna play her because I'm playing Bullard.
Yeah,
I don't want Bullard to beef it.
yeah.
He's such a cutie.
He is a cutie. You could retire him. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Like literally retired. He's not that age.
like if you wanna play as Almanaster, I don't know how the hell I'd introduce her to your party, but I would make it happen if you wanted it.
You'd have to do it if you died anyway.
I know, but like if you really just want to like halfway, when I can tell you when it's halfway through, and if you want to play Almanaster, you can, and like Bullard can just go retire without dying.
I had a really fun character that I came up with that I thought would fit into this world. Which was
Bullard fits much better.
it's a necromancer wizard. But he's not like an evil necromancer. He's a necromancer because he used to be a vampire. And he tried to cure himself of vampirism, but somewhat unsuccessfully. So he has some of the weird drawbacks of being a vampire and none of the benefits.
That's adorable.
And his entire like stint with necromancy is him like exclusively like trying to figure out how to like actually get out of undeath back to life. I was like, man, he would fit really well into this group of just like
Weirdos.
not being able to go into somebody's personal home unless someone invites him in, kind of things. Just like weird things that wouldn't like mega inconvenience anyone, but like, yeah. The other one I thought of was Gortys, which is my new favorite character that I've ever come up with. She's a half-orc barbarian, but she doesn't know that she's half-orc. She thinks she's all orc. Doesn't matter. She's from an orc tribe who are very, very proud of their battle prowess. So much so that the scars that they receive from battles, they end up tattooing on their bodies. Like they tattoo to get them highlighted. Yeah.
I'm assuming after the scars have healed.
Oh yeah. No,
But,
once the scar has
Or
formed,
while the wound is fresh, you could throw ink in there.
That's true.
But there are
Still,
other
though,
things
scar
that
tissue is ouch.
they consider like internal battles to be even like more valuable. So there are like different tattoos that they have for surviving different diseases. And then the biggest and most important battle that can actually be waged is
Childhoods.
Yep, that's it.
I was total guess.
Yeah, no, and so like
Tat their vaginas up.
no they
Vulva, I guess.
no they tat their stretch marks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they
That's
tat and
ouchy.
like they
Battle scars, you mean?
Yeah. And they tattoo them different colors for different children. And when they find out that a female orc or half orc is pregnant, the men literally break down and cry for weeks because they won't be able to like participate in the battle. And
Is that
so
harsh?
the men actually
That's
have to
great.
raise the children
Not too
because
much
they
water.
won't be able to like they can't actually do the battle, so they have to spend the rest of the child's life like making up for not being able to help. So this like the character that I came up with is like this gruff half orc barbarian who's had 5 kids and is like a little bit tired and wants to like go out and see some more of the world. And I was just like, man, this is exactly what.
Trapdoor. Archways.
Is that
That's the trapdoor.
okay? And those are beds.
Yeah. So beds,
That's a wall.
pit.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So this is the thing that I totally brain farted on.
So where are we?
Explaining. I'm sorry. So this is the beds. This is the pit. So the room with the lattice has these like sort of interlocking walls to keep out like weather, basically. Like it breaks up the wind. And
Kinda like
you walk
screens.
straight, and then you have to walk around.
Yeah. But when you're walking around those, there's like pathways that lead to the
Okay.
outside.
Oh, okay.
And I just totally forgot to say it. I'm
Let's
sorry.
let's try those out.
Well, there's two of them.
And then
Will we go on the left one?
that's the patio.
From which
version.
direction?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. Left is right.
Yeah, but
well,
facing which way?
No, left is right.
Okay, this makes me so upset. And I finally realized fucking why. My mother doesn't know her left from her right.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm trying to drive, she goes this way and that way. I don't know which way this way and that way is. And it changes every time. And so every time I miss a turn while I'm driving with my mother, she goes, "No, I meant to go, you should have gone this way." And every time, like, you do the left is right, I'm just like,
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
that way?
Well, I mean, we're coming from the beds, so left. Coming from the beds.
Okay. Well, it's
Torch is lit.
symmetrical. So you go upstairs.
Oh, and we're all carrying torches. That means that the party's lit as well.
Oh my god, is it lit?
Mm-hmm.
And these sort of
It was lit, fam.
connect
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Underneath?
Look out over the
over.
pit.
So this is like a no. So that would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna retcon that. Yes.
It's like a catwalk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is. I'm trying to figure out how I would. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. So this. It's totally how that works. No, because when it rains, it would be all over it.
Okay, that's cool.
It would be cool. It's magic. Fuck that. So then there's.
That's like outside. when
Yeah,
you
this
go
is
upstairs?
outside. There's like stairs embedded into this wall that go up.
Do they go up like this? Like snaking?
Yeah.
Okay. We continue.
All right, so we are semi outside here,
Yes.
and we find stairways, and they're in the
Outside.
outside world.
Yes.
And then we go up to the catwalk,
Still outside.
still outside,
Above, like another floor.
above the fight pit.
This is all outside, as far as we can see.
The bed and the pit and stuff was inside.
Right, but I'm talking about above it.
Yeah.
Everything
And now
including this.
There's a stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it goes up. Like this is the cliff roughly. Like goes up like
Oh,
that.
I see. Okay. Well, that is
This is only half Bullard.
only half board.
Half Bullard is speaking right now.
That
This is full Bullard speaking.
looks kind of promising, right? There, I would guess that there is something big and important and maybe ceremonious up those stairs.
And like to help with that point, it's not like the spiral staircase you went up earlier. It's not like makeshift stairs or shitty stairs. It is like perfect stone,
They, too,
very
are
very
nice.
smooth, and they're like well preserved. So there's not like it's worn. People have definitely been there, but it's not the kind of like if it's like a stone stair that's been used years and years and years, it will like
Sag in the middle.
sag in the middle and like start to round. Like these have clearly been used, but like they've been maintained. So if it started to
And
sag,
they're not
it'd be-
allowed to be used all the time, even.
Yeah, but there's like pillars. They don't like go. They don't hold anything up, but they like
They just rise.
yeah.
Ceremonial.
Yeah.
I ascend the zigzagging stairs to go up the cliff.
I follow.
Y'all's calves are just burned.
We've had some rest.
I know, so they feel even worse.
Oh.
We also have not been drinking milk, so no lactic acid buildup.
Milk is gross.
What?
Milk is so gross.
No, I was asking him what. We're not drinking milk? Pitt drinks milk every day.
Is this a joke?
No, I don't think it is.
No. Well, what he like?
Does
What he
Pitt
thinks
look
is
like he's joking around?
what he thinks is milk.
I ascend the stairs.
No, I'm talking about like he bought him like a jug of milk from a merchant and just drinks it and doesn't even think about it. Merchant tell him a sip every day will be good. You tell him how long it'll last.
I mean, to be fair,
Buttermilk, baby.
yeah.
Yogurt at this point. You've been shaking it around in a hot sack on your belly.
Practically kefir at this point, you know. It's just it's probiotic. Anyway, sorry. Pitt's got an iron stomach.
Yes, up the stairs.
Sorry. My parents and my sister are at a baseball game in Florida, and my dad's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and a
Wahoos?
straw hat. Yeah.
Nice.
I just got a selfie. Okay, so you go up the stairs.
Yes.
It's very momentous. There's a sense of gravity, both physically and your feet hurt, but also like this is like a
We're doing the zombie
spiritual
hover.
place. Huh?
Nothing. Continue.
Huh?
I said we're doing the zombie hover. Continue. Nothing. Keep
But I
going.
want to know. Okay.
I'll tell you after we're done.
Okay, thanks. This is why I can't get interrupted, because then I just keep going.
Sorry. Keep going.
So the stairs continue high enough that you like can't even like, see anymore. But after you've been on them for what feels like forever, thousands of steps, as the sun like slowly climbs higher and higher in the sky, you reach the top, and it leads into a great maw of stone. That's natural. Like it's been integrated into the architecture, but it's like it is not the very planned and very like manufactured area that you just left. Like
How grand is it? How magnificent does it look?
it looks magnificent, but in a natural way. Like it is not man-made at all. Like the stairs lead to it, and there's columns in front of it, and it's clearly like the focal point. Like it's what these stairs lead to, but it is. And it is like majestic and like awe-inspiring, but in a way that's completely different from the rest of the temple. It's like it was here longer than people were here, and like the temple has been built up around it.
Pitt kneels and prays.
Okay.
What is in the maw?
Do you enter?
Like climb down into it?
No, it's like a
Oh, it's a cave?
yeah, but
Okay.
maw sounds cooler.
And I step into the cave of wonder.
Yeah.
Take this.
Kazu's.
My eyes are wide, my heart racing. Maybe I've peed a little. I'm excited. Like, there's clearly something magic in here. There's gotta be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it like reeks of magic. Like
I thought it reeked of piss.
no,
I said I peed a little, okay?
Yeah.
it's like before
a
it
little
starts to smell like
It's got
sour.
really good.
No, but it's like
olfactory
it's
senses,
pee
alright?
before it starts to smell sour.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like that like warm baby kind of smell.
Yeah. That's not so bad.
Gross.
Probably mixes with the natural humidity of the cave.
Exactly.
It's blasting.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can't
we're
even
done. We're
notice it.
done.
Yeah.
We're done.
It's dank in here.
Next.
I enter into the cave of wonder.
Okay.
Kazu's like right behind you.
Pitt notices and hurries back jauntily to catch up.
You feel breathing.
Come again?
Yes, it's happened before.
Okay.
So if you remember, it
Yeah.
was 7 fucking months ago, so maybe not. When you like came close to the other anchor, you felt like this flow of air, and it's because like the anchor was so big and took up so much space that you, like it wasn't like it was like breathing on you, but like it, just in taking a breath, it moved so much air that you could. There was like this, like a tide almost, but like.
You were really well
breeze.
describing
Or-
cave air in general, so A+.
Okay, thanks.
Or
I've
like
never been
when-
in a cave because they scare the shit
Oh
out of
really?
me.
Do they? Yeah.
I was thinking like when you're in a suit of some sort and you like feel like you're breathing, you can feel it all around you because all the air's trapped. That sort of kind of sensation.
Kind of. But it's not like claustrophobic. It's just like there's something that's like so. It's so large. It's difficult to conceive, and like it's breathing, and like just in breathing, it moves. Like it's just like when you like move in water and there's waves. Like this thing is so big and dense, and like just part of like existing in a different way as a part of nature than you guys are. That like in the way that if you moved through water, you would like create a disturbance. You'd create like waves. Like it sitting there, well, presumably, but this was the same thing that you felt with
Yes.
the last anchor. Like it's being like creates those same kind of waves, but like in the air.
Yeah. I want to go find it.
Okay. So you continue through. It's not like a tunnel. It's just like a big long room almost where like the stones sort of like connected and made a tunnel. I mean, it's a tunnel.
Yeah.
It's just a cool tunnel. It's a big cool tunnel. And as you like move closer and closer to the source of the disturbance, your torches have, if you have them, or if you've lit them, they've long since like sputtered out from the breeze. It's not quite a breeze. It doesn't have the same like animus as a breeze does, but it's the closest thing you can think of, and also I can think of to describe it. But there's like a light coming from the walls of the cave. It's like a
Phosphorescence.
yeah, it's like the fairy caves in Zelda,
Nice.
where it's just like an
Or,
ambient light.
You know, like those underground caves that had different colors on the walls.
That scare me, and we don't want to. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a puzzle that I actually set for you guys in
Yep.
a previous
I
campaign
remember.
where
It was
They were-
fragile glowstone in the wall.
flat,
Ooh.
yeah.
And
I
then-
don't remember it, but I remember like the sketch I did of it, and then
Yeah.
Shawnee Depp being a creeper.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right, because he was mining right there in the very beginning.
Yes.
What a fucking weirdo.
yeah, that part fucked up my mind.
Sorry. Anyways,
So,
glowy walls.
you reach the end of the cave, and it opens into like just a cavern. And there's a creature in the cave, as there was deep in a temple below Ladopa. It's not a luck dragon dog thing. It's something entirely different, a lot bigger. And as with this temple, you sense it's a lot better preserved. It hasn't suffered any attacks like the one in the first anchor that you encountered. It almost looks like a tree is like curled up like a cat and sleeping. It's like very hard to conceptualize it,
Yeah.
but it's like natural, and it's made of like earth and greenery. And as the four of you approach, it's like eyes slowly blink open, and they're made of like amber stone. They don't have like an iris or pupil or anything. It's
You
just
got
like glowing
mad lion turtle
orbs.
vibes.
Yeah, it's a big lion turtle vibes. And you see that, and it's over. Ta-da! And there goes. I guess I'll save my exposition for next time anyway. Okay.
Awesome.
Break.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for making sure I stayed focused.
Yeah. I didn't mean to like tell
Oh,
you
I
to
did.
stop
Yeah, I
there,
did awful.
but-
No, that was-
Why are you thanking me?
Well, you better than I did.
But I knew that it was like 10, 12.
That's where I wanted to get. A little bit farther, but I got distracted.
Just down that.
Oh, thanks. Hey, look, I have a name tag.
Aw.
Putting it in my dice bag.
Well, that was better. As far as us just being able to like
Yeah.
drag ourselves along.
Fucking around.
Yeah.
Steven was here though.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah.
I really don't mean to be such a.
No.
No, it's a good
about
thing.
it.
It's a good thing.
No, it is a good and necessary thing. I think it's just that, like, I mean, like, obviously I wrote this, I care a lot, and I